Jills, you are about to get an act from me, Eric, on Twitter. I am pumping the links across every other platform. The Discord @ has gone out. The tweet has gone out. And fuck it, Facebook status is going out. And I am going to try and really quickly throw Pat's art on it to actually have a chance of getting seen and put it up as a Facebook story because they really pump those even with an outlink. And
oh hey, I like the frames. I don't have to like. It helps hide the.
Yeah, no, Heather is a goddess. We love her.
Thank you, Heather. I don't know who you are, but thank you.
She made the Fallout stream frame, and she made this. The cams being off is entirely on me.
Wait, I'm not where I always am. What the hell, Louis? The top left, that top corner is me. Darn it.
We have one more connector. Guest, who goes there?
Your mother.
Noise.
It sounds like my mother.
What's your character's name in the thingy thing? Oh, it's a double Sithis.
Dun-dun-dun.
Oh shit. You have 2 copies of yourself.
Yeah, all right now, all the players, all our viewers, once they come in, all they see is a little hand poking out the side here.
Yes. So
Meep.
Sithis, I see you in here twice. Is it okay if I'm gonna try removing one of them? You might have to reconnect, okay? I'm going for it. Oh no, never mind. Yeah, we're clear.
I gotta get the little fingers, little eyes.
So yeah, hello, and welcome to Freistadt, the very first episode.
Woo!
And we have some people in the very peaceful, tranquil, nothing wrong happening city of Freistadt in a tea house called the Fifth Watch in Innenstadt, the downtown district of this city. And they were all members of the Chartist faction.
Sorry, I'm late.
That's alright. Taxwoman always arriveth. Also, Pat, send me a picture of Eric's character art real fast.
But I did.
You did?
Yes, it's in your inbox.
I only see a picture of your character art here. Oh, no, you did. I'm an idiot. Okay. Alright. Yes, so...
I'm gonna quick switch my computer over. Fuck.
Nobody's really in the Fifth Watch right now, except for, Hime. She's always here, hungover, behind this curtain wall. It's been drug out. And we've got...
Tell me she's the bartender.
No, Hime, the sword sommelier, is a samurai who really likes to drink here, because she really likes the hangover cure. This is her usual haunt. She's a noted Chartist, mostly because the person who owns and operates her favorite tea house is also a Chartist. So, she likes the faction discount. But her main concern is that she keeps getting cures. But Niku, an older woman, has gathered you here at the bar to say some words that I sent to you in a Discord @ apparently, there is an unlikely ally of the Chartists, a satyr, who has come to town bearing an urgent message. He needs to be brought safely to the Fifth Watch, and you guys are the group to do it. We have several interesting things happening in the whereby here, but I'm just running with it. And Eric, I'm downloading your character art as we speak.
Cool.
Yeah. So, without arrival, download. We are going to pop it up. And, oh my, look at this. It's someone in a Plague Doctor mask.
What?
Are you?
A little foreboding. But hey, He's your companion. And what is the plague doctor's name?
Berhard Vogel.
Berhard Vogel. Excellent. 16 AC. I do think
Someone knew German is kind of a joke, but you know.
I think I hear like a little bit of feedback coming through someone's mic. If anyone can check that. But Berhard Vogel, HP 23, and has sight because I don't want you to be blind.
Appreciate it.
And edited by all characters. Well, we can throw that onto
And I have dark vision in case that comes up.
Not today, but I will update your sheet with that in the future.
It's like, just in case. Yeah.
A rainy day affair. But yeah, so you guys, you guys are here, and it is. We're just gonna get going with that, Pat, because we have a tight schedule than usual. Niku says to you that it looks like our friend Old Scratch, as he's known in the city, is coming in. He's
Old Scratch.
He's an older satyr, and you'll know him by the grey tufts on the backs of his haunches. He's in Council Park. Bring him back here to deliver the message. We have some catching up to do. And be wary, he would not be acting so precisely if he did not fear naked violence or some other form of interruption. Do not allow yourselves to be delayed, and do not tarry for any reason. I leave it to you. I will have the pot ready when you get back. And she goes to, prepare some tea. And with that, we stack up 6 deep, and I remove the line of sight from the door, and you guys are free to step out and into the streets. But as you look around, do you think that you do any of you think that you would already know each other? You are all members of the Chartists faction, and some of you might drink here.
Swing.
I imagine I drink
drinks
here
a lot.
regularly.
I'm not going to be getting drunk often, but I would definitely be here for some tea.
Hanging out, just enjoying the tea. Yeah.
I have plenty of things that I need calming teas to deal with.
Yeah, this is what Callus is presently looking like, right?
I have control of
I mean, it's one of his disguises. I mean,
but is that what he's presently looking like? Is the question.
No, he's presently in his standard tiefling form. When he's has over his leather armor, he wears an ash gray long coat.
Hello, Swings, fellow person.
Yeah, that's my wife. She creeped in.
Hello, Swings, waifu.
They're all white. All right, love you. Go away. Go away. Go away. Nerd time. Go away.
So you guys are gathered here, and it is time for you to depart. You have been given an urgent mission to collect Old Scratch from Council Park. It's not too far. It's in Freistadt. Dark Prince, I think you might have something coming through your mic. But we...
I don't think that's me. Hang on
okay.
one sec.
I have control of Callus's character. Oh no, I don't anymore.
I've been muted, so
Yeah.
I just muted myself, and I'm still hearing that.
I'm hearing it too.
Is that
I think
breathing?
we're hearing somebody's breathing.
It could just be, it might be a mic sensitivity issue. We get those sometimes. But, Chromag, sorry, I've adjusted it. You guys will be able to control some of each other's because it hasn't been precisely put in by edit. Don't worry about it, just don't move each other. I will get that fixed in future sessions.
Can you hear me on the mic?
I can hear you on the mic, yes. Wee bit faint, but I do hear you. So if you have any way to ratchet up the volume, that's good, but not necessary.
I assume most of the players would probably know Bearheart. He is a doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the doctor who hangs out.
I imagine I've probably had to require your services more than once.
Yeah, would you say that Bearheart has long been a member of the Chartists and in Freistadt, or is he more of a recent arrival?
I'd say he's probably last couple months.
Alright, so
Newer, but not.
Newer arrival and a doctor, so people have recommended you within the Chartist faction several times. As he's a city man, is what will sometimes be said of a Chartist. And
Doctors are everybody's friend until it comes time to pay.
Yes. So the Chartists recommend you as well. If you're going to pay a doctor, pay that one. And yeah, so you guys are gathered up.
Deputy is probably known by reputation.
Indeed. You do have a tax collector with you. She is noted for her dark and gleaming gold-plated armor and the fact that she collects the taxes. Some taxes.
Oh, yes, mine efficiency as well.
Yeah, so if the...
ensures that all debts are paid.
Yeah, Deputy Paid Galif received a very fortuitous name.
Indeed.
And the rest of you may or may not serve a direct council function, but you're generally on the city side. You might not like each other that much, but you are on the same side. And with that, are there there are like general stores and stuff available around here. Would you guys do or drink or say anything before departing? Or are you ready to roll?
I'd probably just be ready to roll out.
I'm ready to roll.
Yeah, same here.
Whenever the town needs me, I am there.
Excellent. So, you guys roll out. And you begin to cross the city. So here we see Innenstadt and the party next to Venigvodenheim. This district is up against the walls of a much older part of the city that used to be its own town called Venigvodenheim. And so downtown and the docks of Southhaven sort of come up against it. The Fifth Watch is nestled near the edge of that wall, and Council Park is right on the river that comes out to meet the docks. It is a simple walk through town. Most buildings are 3 to 4 stories here. Not a lot of first-story windows, a lot of stone, and then an outcropped, sort of wattle and daub wall, wood, stone mixed in. And there's lots of people around midday headed to the Kaiser's baths for purification. Bathing here is not just a matter of being clean, but also, spiritual cleanliness. So it's important to the culture. But I digress. You guys make your way through the winding streets and find yourselves Council Park. When all of a sudden...
say that the baths are probably one of Bearheart's favorite places to be.
Indeed. You guys hear rain and thunder.
I was not expecting a storm.
Oh, joy.
Indeed. No one was expecting a storm. It looked like there might be light rain later, but this is sort of coming out of nowhere.
Bearheart looks up and then makes sure the chin strap of his hat is tied strongly under his chin.
Anybody who wants to could roll in nature, or also, considering this looks like an oddly blue storm, you could roll Arcana.
I will take you
Religion
up on that
probably wouldn't
Arcana.
help, right?
Religion might help. You could definitely roll religion.
I'm going to roll religion. I'm proficient in that.
I'm proficient in neither.
Ooh!
None of the skills involved.
All right. So religion popping in at the 19. So, or that's a saber from earlier.
I got a 23.
16. Yeah.
I might be dumb, but I know stuff.
Indeed, with the magic. So Dark Prince, Arcana of 6. So, Debt be paid in swing. You have an idea that this just certain aspects of the fact that this storm has descended suddenly looks like it could probably fuck up a lot of ships, and there's blue lightning involved. Almost reminds you of the tales of Mach and Shin, the Divine Wind, although the proper heralding has not taken place, and I mean, that's a legend.
Oh.
But shit is getting ruined. You see a tree fly over some buildings, probably from Council Park, and as lightning descends, you see fires, things get thrown around. There are fire preventative measures taken across the city, but there's still some localized problems. And you are a short ways from the park when this happens. And as you exit out onto it, perhaps minutes, a few minutes after this all begins, you guys would reach the park, and you are free to deploy yourselves however you would like in this teal square that I am going to have up here for you.
Okay.
Did we notice a satyr flying around in the wind?
You did not notice a satyr flying around in the
good.
wind, but give me a perception to see a satyr now.
Perception. Ooh, proficient in that too.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, I don't see anything.
Yeah. And for reference, with when you do leave advantage on, we assume left hand is your roll unless you have advantage or disadvantage. Don't worry about it. But yeah, so Sithis and Berhard easily spy Old Scratch crouched behind some bamboo. And further beyond that, in a semi-ruined bridge in the middle of the park, you notice a big fucking crab.
Oh.
Several big fucking crabs. There's giant crabs running everywhere. They've got some blood on their pincers. There's some dead commoners. There's people running and screaming.
Mirelurks!
Things are...
Oh, wait, wrong character.
Things are going crazy.
Wrong series.
Yeah. Tune in Thursdays for our other series, but yeah. So you guys, you notice several giant crabs along the southern edge, and you see Old Scratch. Old Scratch is crouching here, just to shift ping you a second. And also, I would say with a 23, Sithis, you notice that there is some glinting of coinage near some smashed crates over on this small islet. I'd say that catches Sithis' eye.
Can I see all the way over here? Is there just like people running? Is this just like a person running? And this
Yeah,
is just,
this is a person who was like on a bench, and they're like sort of like mortified as this tree has fallen and crushed this man.
Happens. I live in hurricane place. I know what it's like.
Yeah, so there's a storm going down. Old Scratch is crouched on the other side of a partially destroyed bridge. There's some giant crabs closing in.
Alright.
As long as none of these crabs are crab karats, I'm happy.
Well, one of them does appear to be a Konig's crab, and this one is so giant as to be huge-sized. Or large, actually.
Mine lead.
Mud crab boss.
Yeah, so,
Done fucked up now, son.
yeah, so Sithis and Swing, I see you guys are moving forward.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm moving forward too.
I didn't notice anything, so I'm just walking forward
Go
in
get
the park
some.
in the pretty rain.
How deep is the river? Is this like a deep river? Like not
No,
wadable?
this is absolutely wadeable. So yeah, I would say you guys can get up to about like the broken tree before it's probably initiative time. So you can gather.
Okay, that works.
So like gather and spread yourselves as you'd prefer.
I'm up front, carrying my
Zweihander.
Honda,
Excellent, excellent.
which this is not,
Kind
but
of
it's the only
stealth
sort
my
of
way up there a little bit.
Yeah, give me that stealth. Give me that stealth.
Oh yeah, my infamous
And also,
initiative check, single digit initiative.
Stealth is for tax evaders.
All right,
But
don't
yeah.
forget this is my first time using Roll20. How do I go about doing this?
So, all right. So here's what you want to do. So you see how? So you have Swing right here, right? You click on yourself.
I do.
A blue box comes up around him.
Yep.
Without clicking anywhere else that goes off, goes in the top, like on the map. Go to the journal, and then you can open up a character sheet. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got that open in a different window.
Yeah. So character sheet says initiative in the middle.
Yep. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll mouse over the words.
There
and
it
it'll
is.
appear. Yeah. And then with them clicked on. Oh, so I think because it was a different window, it didn't do it. But when you have them clicked, it'll send the initiative to Roll20. But I can add you real quick.
Okay, hang on. There.
There we go. There we go.
There it is.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know.
Pretty high
All
initiative.
right.
And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're just waiting on Pat for the initiative. And
Oh, did I not click it? Or
I'm not reading the
I'm
deputy
sorry.
paid there.
Yeah, let me get that. No, I didn't click it. I somehow didn't hit it when I thought I did.
I am still hearing a little feedback from one mic, but
I'm hearing it too.
yeah, I'm gonna pop in an init. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not not mine. I'm hearing it when I turn my mic off too. So
Not mine either.
Yeah, in general, do try, if you can, to, you can toggle mute yourself in the whereby, if you think that there's going to be any background sounds. But we've got ourselves in a nice little situation here for a hoedown. And
Oop, I keep hitting weapon. My bad.
so, right now, the only people who I know to be stealthing are... So Detlev tries to stealth. 6 is not going to be great. And...
I very clearly Strolf.
So the only one of you is, I believe, conceal. Callus, Callus, that's your initiative.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm not seeing any. Everyone over there by the crabs is already dead, though.
So those 2 civilians over there by the crabs are dead. There's other civilians running around places in the park, but they're not. None of them are close to the crabs, except for Old Scratch, who is presently crouched behind some bamboo. And so I'm assuming that you guys, though, so yeah, those of you who aren't stealthed, the crabs notice you, and they begin their advance. They are scuttling at 30 feet, and they, some of them even seem to dash. And you do notice as they enter the water.
Oh, that's horrifying.
It seems like they can go through that water pretty much the same speed they can go over land.
Oof.
Yeah, although the mud does slow them down a little. The mud and rocks. After 2 have advanced, it is Swing's turn. And Swing, for reference, if you see the top left, it looks like there's a circle being an orifice being violated by a ruler. And if you click that, you can then click and drag around the map to measure distances.
Okay.
Yeah, and for reference, this broken hole here, you can advance over it either as difficult terrain or with no delay to your movement, but you'll have to make a dex save or risk crashing through to the river below. And you might get some splinters.
Swing's just gonna walk up right by the shore. How do I get him to move?
So when you have to go back up to the top left and click that thing that looks like a mouse, and then once you click, you should be able to drag him. Additionally, you can use the arrow keys actually if you have them selected.
There we go.
There's like one other way to move that goes along your measured route. I'll figure it out later.
Swing's just looking at moving dinner, moving in towards him.
Alright, so is he swing, batter, swing? Ready to action?
Yep, he is ready to go.
Alright, now can you ready an attack in 5e? I think so.
Yeah, you can ready an attack.
Yeah, so Swing's,
You can ready basically any action.
Swing's just down there, and he's ready to swipe the first crab that gets up on him.
He's hungry. Swing's ready to go. Let's eat.
Swing's gonna enjoy some a fine meal tonight.
Gonna have some crab.
Gonna have some crab meat. And this giant crab is also going to sprint up to here. It is a Bearheart Vogel's turn. Bearheart, it's hard to tell from here, but you don't think any of the crabs have noticed you. They don't seem the most observant.
How intense is the wind, at the, lower to the ground level?
Lower to the ground, not very, because there's, buildings that ring this park, but you can sort of see, the river to the south through this place that the crabs came from, and it looks pretty gale force.
6, 7.
And do you have a swim speed, or?
I have a fly speed.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my.
So you Mary Poppins clicked your heels and you're across.
Yeah, I'm basically dashing to get over here to where I saw Old Scratch so I can protect him and kind of get him out of the way. But I had to dash to make it that far.
All right, so you arrive right behind Old Scratch, and I don't think that he has the passive perception to notice you. Do you, make yourself aware? Do you make him aware of you?
It's leaning in. It's I'm with the Chartists.
He takes it back and he's like, Good. The storm has arrived. We must go. But there's a lot of them. And he's looking around and he's like, I'll follow your lead.
Oh.
I'm not used to these stone woods. And that's Bearheart's turn, I assume, with the dash?
Yeah.
Alright. A giant crab, who hasn't noticed either of you guys yet, is going to just rush by you. Because,
The giant fucking crab.
He's just scuttling. Klaus. The situation is as it appears on Raoul 20.
Yeah. Real quick, what was that thing to measure distance real quick.
The top left, there's a button that looks like an orifice being violated by a ruler.
Okay.
It's the fourth thing down on the list.
Yeah, I see that, and that's okay.
An apt description.
Yeah.
I've had people be confused when I said
punishments
circle.
at Catholic school.
All right, that's. Oh, excellent! I have all of those things in range, so I'm just gonna sit where I am, and I'm going to Eldritch Blast the one that's closest to me. This one over.
All right. And quick reference: is anybody wielding a blunt weapon?
Nope.
All right.
Not
Bludgeon.
currently.
I didn't think so. I think this is a slice and dice party. Just want to know. Check. All right. So,
I mean, I could conjure
Depending on how I
one.
swing it, my Zweihander could be.
but so you want to pop? You want to pop an Eldritch Blast right on this fucker? So you can just. It should be in your attacks if you've dragged it on.
Yeah,
or in your spells.
There.
All right. There
Yep.
we go. 19 is a clear hit on him. Roll that damage.
Nice.
Oh fuck! You nearly roast this crab. It is up at 1 HP as you. What does your Eldritch Blast look like? Oh wait, I think I remember your character. So like, it's like a ghostly glow, almost like a pale, sickly blue, and it passes through the giant crab. Almost looks like it goes through it, and then whoosh, a cornea of ectoplasms comes back and just sears the crab in a ghostly
my
light.
patron is a vengeful ghost.
It is Oh wait, no. So that's just your action. Do you want to move or your bonus action or anything like that?
Unfortunately, I don't have anything that I'm particularly useful right now for a bonus action, but actually, real quick, let me check. Yeah, no, I don't have anything else I want to do right now.
Sure.
I'm gonna sit just where I am because pretty much everything's in range of me, or I'm in range of everything.
Well, that is Detlev's turn. Sorry, I'm popping to the turn tracker. I'm silly. Detlev.
No worries. I'll move around this tree and stand right here and prepare a weapon.
All right, and for reference, the downed tree is difficult to train, but I think you said move around, and yeah, you can do that.
Yep.
Right, yeah. And so, have you prepared to like melee engage anything that comes near you?
Yes, with my saber,
Yeah, and
which is, I suppose, a katana now, given the region.
Yeah, I should probably have pointed this out, but these areas are a bit up off of where the other stone is because bridge. All right, debt be paid. It is your turn.
Question. Two questions, actually. First question is, what is the range of a javelin?
I think it's 30 if you don't want disadvantage, and maybe 60 or 90 if you.
Awesome.
We can check
Follow
that.
up.
Give me just a
Does
second,
this,
I'll find out.
does this pertain to ranged attacks? Feels like it would.
Javelin is 30, 120.
The wording of treachery does not seem to contradict any. Yeah.
Okay. So if I were standing, let's say, oh my goodness, why is it not letting me? Okay. I've got
It is Hell's Kitchen.
Sounds appropriate, doesn't it?
30 feet. So if I were to stand here.
The 30 feet each.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to stand here on the muddy river bank and launch
Yeah.
a
You come next to
lob a
swing.
javelin.
Your splint boots sink a little into it, and you plant yourself and give us that yeet.
Yes.
And
now I
javelins-
need to make sure my
Javelins are in
javelin-
the SRD if you want me to drag one on you real fast.
I have one on my stat already, but I don't think it's in as a ranged weapon. Or oh wait, actually, would you mind tossing it in just to make sure that it's actually no? There it is. I just don't see that it's okay. Let me just make it a dex real quick.
Oh, was it strength instead of dex?
Well, yeah, it was on as strength because it's
javelin's a
intended to be. But when it's thrown, it is a dex based.
Wait, really?
No, it is strength bows.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
5e.
Oh, well, that's even better. Wait, really? Damn. I'm sorry. I'm so used to fucking
You're so used to 3.5. No, yeah, thrown weapons are the big exception. If it's versatile, you can use either. But either way, that's
sweet.
a clear fucking hit. hit the damage,
yeah.
then I give you a button that's basically like +3 damage from treachery. And
Yes.
so is it this one that you're aiming for?
The one that's within range. I think there's only one that's within range, but correct me if I'm wrong. The one next to the bridge.
If you're ranged 30 feet, you got. Oh yeah, okay. So this one, yeah. All right. So you with the sickening crack of its hide, you see some of its delicious pale white meat come through its chitin as you just. And so that's for 7 damage, and then with your treacherous fighting style, you get it just right under its joint, and crab blood.
Also, this is important for this fight. You all should be aware. I am proficient with cooking utensils.
Yes.
I was actually about to mention, until the crabs have been cooked, that meat does not look delicious.
Y'all gonna have some
slimy.
surf. Y'all gonna have
I
some
don't know.
surf and some surf.
Sushi's pretty popular here, I would think.
Yeah, but
but crab meat's like slime.
That's like
Yeah.
high culture.
yeah. So the Codex crab, king of crabs, bears its pincers before you and advances with a terrifying scuttle. And it's going to get it to right here.
Please tell me that movement was a dash.
That was a dash. Yes, that was its dash.
Okay.
Holy shit.
The fastest enemy on the board.
So
Giant scuttling crab.
yeah, so it's Sithis' turn. Sithis, there's a lot of crab coming up. Time for surf and turf.
Get deep fuckery.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm gonna toss a javelin at this giant crab. Thus inspired by the other anti-paladin.
The one on the bridge or the one in the water?
No, the one in the water.
All right, that's a hit. That's 6 piercing. And what did you go with the treachery fighting style or
Negative.
All right. So and that's probably just the 6.
Are you also a
Yeah. So Sithis and
Illrigger?
Deputy Pate are both Illriggers.
Are we both tiefling Illriggers?
I'm a half elf.
Yeah. So that was Sithis' yeet. And anything else for your turn? Sithis? We're good. Move, shoot, no bonus. Okay.
Oh no, I'm good.
All right. And remember, either of the Illriggers can drop seals whenever you feel it's appropriate, although you are a bit long range right now.
Right.
This giant crab, the slowest of the crabs, is going to scuttle its way up and out into the waters. It is Old Scratch's turn, and Old Scratch looks at Bearheart and kind of like jerks a thumb at the big fucking crab behind him, and he's like... What? He visually communicates, what's the play here, fam?
So I have a question.
And, Bearheart is like, the plan is not to fight with them and to let the others do that.
He's like, I see you have the wisdom of the squirrel. And he remains hidden in the bamboo.
I thought you were going to say the plan isn't to fight with them, it's to negotiate.
Vaguely confused look, but through a mask.
It's like...
So this one is going to swim up and out of the water and into Swing's range. Swing, you got a ready attack.
I do.
This guy has 1 HP left. He's bleeding. Dinner has just served itself.
Like I said, first time, how do I go about doing this?
Alright, so let's go into your sheet, and do you have in the attack central section, do you have a weapon listed there?
No. Where the hell are my weapons? I should have axes and
Alright, so
javelins.
what's your main jam is, I'm gonna guess, a great axe?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. So let me just pull up the great axe from the SRD.
I'd say it should have all been in there.
I can drop it in. Roll20 can get real funky with that stuff. And
there we go.
let me just make sure. Yeah, so it's proficient, strength. Looks
and
like
I should
it's all
have some
good.
javelins too.
I'll throw you in some javelins, but I think if you just mouse over the word great axe in that middle attack area, and do you rage or are you saving?
No, not raging just yet.
No, you're saving your rage. You're like, this is just dinner.
Yep.
I'm not angry at this.
You don't get mad and smash your food.
All right, now do you have advantage for any reason? Because the 15 would hit.
Bum.
Are you using reckless attack?
Throw in a reckless attack if it helps.
Yeah, all right. You're just
Yeah.
like, fuck it, I'm punting dinner. And you just
Yeah.
cleave this thing, and to roll damage in the chat, you mouse over the word great axe and click it, it'll turn red. And
Ooh.
yeah, ironically, that's all but one of its max HP. It only had one left, so like the top of this giant crab actually winds up like out here,
Aw.
in the mud. But you've still got half of it.
Yes.
This
Can
other
we-
giant crab.
Can we say I used Ray of Frost to freeze it for later?
Oh, yes.
Preserve it.
Preserve it.
All right, so
Preserve
Oh
that
my
shit.
God.
yeah, so the muddy rocks slow this giant crab's advance. So that's actually 20 feet of movement there, and then it only gets out to here, and it's going to take the dodge action to try and elongate its miserable crab life.
Aww.
What do I want to use? I'm going to use this for dodge. And swing. It is now your turn.
Swing's turn. And you know what? I'm gonna huck a javelin at the one on the bridge. Select that guy. Yeah, he's within range, right?
Who?
The one on the crab on the bridge.
Yeah, you could huck a javelin at him.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Do.
Oh, it flies wide as it rustles through the bamboo, and Old Scratch, and Beerheart, duck a little as a javelin breaks off some shafts above them. You want a bonus action or move, or are you good?
Can I see if the king crab is wanting to scuttle across the bridge, or what he's going to be doing? Because I want to intercept him.
It's looking like he's thinking about scuttle. He sees Detlev and he thinks tasty, so it looks like he might be planning to come across. There is a bit of a broken thing here. That being said, the edges of the bridge are secure, and the coney crab's legs are wide, so he might be able to traverse it better than you can.
I'm going right there. I want to be ready to get that big boy.
All right.
And can I just say thank you? I am a snack.
Wait, what?
All right, and this giant crab is going to swim across and come to debt be paid. And I think for the first time in the game, an enemy is actually going to attack someone. Wow, is this what Dungeons and Dragons is like? The enemies attack you, and miss terribly because you have +1 splint as it glints goldenly. And I don't even know what your fucking
My AC.
figure out what Splint's AC is and add 1 to that. But it misses you. With a 10, it fucking misses you. It is Bearheart's turn. Bearheart, the situation is playing out for you. If you would like to continue with your path, you could, of course, just... they haven't noticed you, and they're not going to.
On that question on splint armor, it's base AC 17 before.
Alright. Yeah. And there is... I would say, everyone began this with a boon, but they do have drawbacks. And hers is a significant boon, but also has a significant drawback that we might find out later in this adventure.
I'm going to kind of try to take Old Scratch off this direction where there are no crabs murdering people or attempting to murder people.
Alright, I would say that Old Scratch, so I've never rolled stealth for him thus far, but I think I'm going to have him roll stealth when he rebases, if that's... Knowing that you keep with it? Alright.
I mean, that is the attempted action regardless.
Alright. Ooh, I will say, here's the thing. You're with him. Do you use your action help on him?
Yeah.
You, move some rushes out of the way and stuff, and then, move yourself.
On some
and he'll have spent his turn simultaneously with you to move with you. So just move to wherever you want to be, and then I'll put him next to you.
I figure over here in these tree bushes, kind of.
Yeah, in the tree. Yeah. So he crouches along with you, and he's like, "It reminds me of my first hunt." And it's so that's your turn, right?
Yeah.
All right. A giant crab is going to think that Sithis is a delicious meal. And wow,
and meanwhile, Sithis will think a giant crab is a delicious meal.
Yeah. So, oh shit! All right.
Ooh.
So, Sithis, you're like, it's a crab. What the fuck's going to... Ah! As, like, there's a snapping of armor and perhaps bruising of bone.
Holy shit.
Oh my goodness.
So, yeah, them crabs ain't here to fuck around. They're here to fuck. Klaus, Callus, it's your turn.
Super crits get quad damage.
This crab has personally trained my chef Ramsay to make this day hard for us.
More or less.
Fucking raw!
So, Callus. Callus, can you give us that turn?
Yes. I'm going to. I'll leave that giant crab that just hit Sithis for Sithis to have their revenge against, and I'm going to use a ray of frost. Hang on, where's the? There it is. There's my character sheet. I'm going to use a ray of frost on this one. The one in the river that's almost dead.
All right, pop that shot. That's a clean hit. Roll me that damage. Yeah, and you feel as if though you freeze some of the water around him as you just pour fucking ice into the water, and I forget what I named the freezer effect I put in. It's icy with a Y, I think. That's why I could. Yes. Boom. Yeah, there's a little bit of ice in the water for a moment as it just cubes up. So that's you popped your shot. You want to use movement? You want to use a bonus?
I am going to move. I don't have any. Nope. Switching over to the move. I don't really have a bonus action right now, but I am going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 over to here.
All right, and so the square that is on the fell tree is difficult terrain, just so you know. I think you said 4, so I think you might have movement for it, but yeah. All right, so you moved up to here, and we are on Detlev's turn. Detlev, so the Koenigskrab is on the far side of the bridge and looks like interested in you. Swing has advanced to the edge of the brokenness on the bridge.
Well, so I mean, with the brokenness, I'm not gonna be able to make it there.
Well, so here's the thing: if you treat it as difficult terrain, there's no risk of falling through.
Well, either way, I'm not gonna be able to make it. It's just too far. I have a strange question.
Yeah.
I don't know, but can they like reach on top of themselves and like get their back?
That is an interesting question. I don't know a lot about crab biology. I can tell you that the Koenigskrab would be a disadvantage to attack someone who had mounted him.
It is difficult, but depending on the crab species, it's possible.
Yeah. So yeah.
What he said.
Disadvantage if you're on.
So especially since I'm not going to be able to reach it in time, I'm going to do something that will potentially get me killed in the first session or not.
Sweet. Go big or go home.
I take out my grappling hook.
Okay.
And I prepare to mount the giant crab.
And so what's your
I've never mounted a giant crab, but I have mounted things and gotten crabs.
So how are you intending to enact this plan?
That's okay, you're a doctor.
So I mean, like clearly they have like enough edges and wings to them and whatnot. So really, the grappling hook is more there to make sure I don't fall off as I get up there.
Okay, so you're gonna wait. So when the Koenigskrab is how many feet from you, will you enact this plan?
Close enough that it's within my movement, so probably this side of the bridge.
All right. So
Detlev over the hole.
So Detlev is there, and he's stanced up, and he's ready. It is Det Be Paid's turn. Det Be Paid, you got a crab next to you. It has no adjacent foes.
Yeah.
I wonder if the treachery fighting style is relevant at this point in time.
I'm drawing my my Zweihander, and as I do that, I say, it's a pity that this government is so underfunded that they cannot deal with such pests. Let me be the sword that acts upon this debt and take my taxes actively.
You're taxing the crabs. They will pay in blood.
Indeed.
So she attacks.
Yeah, so yes, I attack. I just had to be theatrical about it. Thank you for humoring me.
Tax joke. tax joke.
That was well done.
Oh my god, attack. Yeah. Alright, pop that damage.
Tax.
Now, oh my god, beautiful, beautiful. Pop that treachery, because that's 10. They have 13 HP. Your fighting style gets him killed perfectly on the money.
Nice.
Yeah. So, you bring your blade clashing down, but it is the treacherous strike to its side that fells this beast in a single blow. Debt be paid.
Yeah.
Koenig's Crab, his turn. Oh, debt be
Wait.
paid. Do you want to move or anything? Or bonus action?
Okay. So perception did not do well. I'm still trying to see that gold.
Oh, you do see. I would say at this range,
Oh.
like it's obvious that there's something.
Oh.
Even past, but it's obvious there's like something out there. It's not gold, but it is considerable quantities of silver and copper coinage, which seems to be in and amongst some broken crates.
I think I can get that far.
If not for the crates, I'd just say since it's a park, it's a coin fountain.
All right, yeah. So, you were standing here, right? 10.
Ooh, am I one more? Oh, jeez.
Well, so this is 10, and
So-
this is 30. So you get you wade out into the river in Splint, and you get to like here.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
All right. With that, so
I literally just fucking chop the fucking crab in half, and then I'm like, you guys do this stuff.
you're like,
Okay.
I don't think that appeared in anybody's tax returns. I'm gonna need to tally that up. So the Koenig's Crab comes out here, surpasses his compatriot, and comes face to face with Swing as Detlev enacts his plan. Now, Detlev, do you want to give me an athletics or an acrobatics?
Well, okay, so yes, so I'll throw the hook over the crab to grapple onto the opposite side and like climb up it. Athletics, you said.
Yeah, let's see how this works out.
Is it normal or?
If you have, I would say you're utilizing a tool. I will give you advantage.
Cool. That was the hope.
Break it like a horse and make it your mount.
Oh god.
God.
Oh god. He might at this rate if he keeps this up.
That was amazing.
Detlev, you are atop the Koenig's Crab.
Oh my god.
You're atop it.
Lead.
You have advantage to attack it. It has disadvantage to attack you. It doesn't like the fact that you're on top of it, so guess what it's gonna do? A 19 hits your AC of 18.
That's fine.
And does 3 bludgeoning damage. And does the Koenig's Crab get multi? I don't think it does. Nope. With that, it's Giant Crab's turn. The Giant Crab sees this going on and decides it's gonna scuttle around under. And it's smaller. It's gonna have to make that save. And it does not. It crashes through, gets hit by some boards, and winds up down in the river. With that, happy on its turn, costs move. It's gonna scuttle up onto the shore next to Sithis. And with that, it is Sithis' turn. So yeah, Sithis, lay it on us. Sithis? If you're talking, we're not picking you up, Sithis.
I'm not hearing anything.
Yeah, me neither.
One time at Charterist Camp.
Yeah, I think they've been having some difficulties staying connected to the whereby. Okay, internal conduit. So I'm assuming you're going to pop yourself up 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, you're gonna touch which crab?
Nice. I was waiting for that ability to be used.
Oh, are you gonna touch the one in the water?
Hell yeah.
All right. Does it take a save, or are you just gonna clean this thing out? I'm gonna say
there's a save, or it's a spell DC attack. I think it's a spell DC attack.
I'm gonna say that in this particular instance, it's a spell attack.
DC with
13.
charisma.
Giant crab. DC 13. Is this a charisma save? We'll call it a charisma save for now. Yeah. No. You just reach into the crab and to draw its life out of you. and it is forced to repay you what it has taken, and that just fucking maxes you. Yeah, we'll figure it out, but you just reach in, and with a dark and crystalline, you absorb its crab life into you, and it is dead as fuck. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, or are you going to tap? Seal the big one. All right. Yes. Okay. An ill-rigger seal has been dropped upon the Cornix crab. Only Sithis can see this, but an infernal seal burns upon what would be the forehead of the Cornix crab. No one else can see this. But yeah. So, yeah. That happens, and for those of you unaware, we are using MCDM's Illriggers, and Sithis and Debt Be Paid are both Illriggers. It is a giant crab's turn. This giant crab is thinking, hey, I would love to attack Sithis. He's going to move into a flanking position. He's going to claw. He's going to have advantage. He's going to strike with an 18. He has a 6, and you can roll me a... Actually, I think, yeah, you're presently grappled by this boy. It's an escape DC 11, or you can just kill it. It is Old Scratch's turn. Old Scratch has already used his turn, advancing with Bearheart. This is Giant Crab's turn. Giant Crab is fucking on ice. It is Swing's turn. Swing. You stand before the Cornix crab.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go into a rage on that one. Oh. Let's see. Where is the rage?
Where is the rage? Wherever you want it to be.
I thought I had to do something to activate it on here.
We can just know that you have... Oh, if you tick... There's a little box under your attacks. I think if you tick it, it'll add your rage damage.
I do... Yep, I do. Alright. I'm going to take a swing with my great axe on him.
Right.
Oh, dang.
Is it a... can you reckless attack? Actually, wait a minute. You're flanking. You are flanking because you have an ally. Yeah. Draw a line. Give me another roll. Just click it again. And
Alright.
Man, the dice hate you today.
Damn.
You're engaging him, but...
He's just too slippery for a giant crab. I'm going to stand my ground right there.
All right.
I want to take this beast down.
Bearheart, you see the fight progressing. It's generally going your ally's way. You have Old Scratch to a safe distance near a crossing. It's up to you how you proceed.
I'm just going to keep moving him around the safe way.
All right, just move yourself up to where you'd like to go, and because he's already rolled again to stealth, you won't have to do that again. He'll just continue with you. And whenever you complete your movement, he will pop up next to you. Not into the water yet? Okay.
Not yet.
All right.
One thing to catch up.
Giant crab is dead. Callus. I'm sorry, I keep calling you Klaus. Callus, it is your turn.
So
all right.
Not like the adjective. Never mind.
Okay, so quick question, since flanking rarely comes up in games I've ever played. The giant crab that's in between Sithis and Swing, I don't get advantage on them if I attack them from where I am.
Not with ring.
No. Okay. Additionally, because Swing is 5 feet above, so that would be a tricky flank. Well, I would say if Swing attacked it, he would have advantage because he'd be like plunging attacking it, Dark Souls style.
Swing would, but he wants this bad boy down.
He wants. He's focused on the big one.
I was just clarifying before I added advantage, but I am attacking the injured giant crab in between Sithis and Swing with the Eldritch Blast again.
Caught that shot.
And there
That's
we go.
a fucking hit. The dice are being kind. Soldier Soul.
Them.
Yeah.
All right, so 8 damage, and I'm going to do.
Yeah, there's an 8. You dealt an 8.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stay where I am.
All right. All right.
And that's it. I'm done for the moment.
Detlev, you are astride this Cornix crab.
Oh, holding onto the rope, obviously, as I am top of the crab. I don't imagine I could break this thing to make it amount as amazing as that would be. seems a little too fantastical.
Animal handling. Roll animal
I
handling.
mean, I got
That
killed. I
never
could die.
ceased to entertain.
Don't see
Oh,
happening.
God.
So out comes the sword. Stabby, stabby, crabby, crabby.
Give me that advantage attack.
Sweet. Turn on
Let it be known,
advantage.
Stormfall guy is one of my favorite fucking players.
Okay, yeah, that saber enters it. Holy shit.
Nice.
See? You would have crit that animal handling.
You clean it.
Yeah, but let's be honest. The crit, you can't crit on
It
skill
shudders
checks.
a bit. Yeah, so that's Detlev's attack.
I use fighting spirit to give
Yeah.
myself a second attack.
Excellent. But also, when the first attack goes off, something that Sithis has dropped triggers because he's within 30 feet and he had a seal on that foe.
Oh,
So, yeah, so Sithis, if you want to drop, I think that's the 2d6 damage. The 2d6 damage from Baleful Interdict. And then... Yeah, alright, so that's an extra 6
Nice.
damage as a hellish flame joins your blade into strike, and you heal. Is it the damage dealt that you heal? No, I think it's a static on dice.
2 per die is what this thing says.
Alright, well then I will pop you up 4. Yeah. So this is taking hits, but Sithis is staying healed. And so that's Detlev's. So Detlev, though, you're going for the
Second
action
attack,
surge?
yes.
All right.
No, fighting spirit. It's a thing I can do because I'm a samurai.
Ooh, hit that damage. All right, yeah, and your damage, it's pretty low. Debt be paid. You are in the waters. There is some mud and rocks and other things to navigate. If you want to go straight through the mud, that's all difficult terrain. If you want to try and cross the rocks part of the way, that's a deck save to treat them like normal terrain. But you might fall and get dinged on a rock if you fuck it up. Your choice.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna keep walking straight. Do I get here, or do I get to the point?
Do you dash?
No.
A single move will get you still a 5-foot gap between you and your coins.
That's fine. That's fine. I've got all the time I need.
Alrighty then.
Debts are always paid,
It is Conan
whether they're in a timely fashion or not.
It's
and
the
if they're
Conan
not paid in a
Scrab's
timely
turn.
fashion, oh, bitch! I did not finish my turn. I just moved.
Oh, I thought you said you were gonna do. All right, what do you do? What do you do when you get
I'm
here?
not dashing. I've moved fucking 15 feet. Of course, I'm gonna hurl a javelin at this fucking crab that's got no one next to it.
That crab is dead.
Why does it have an X on it?
I'm sorry.
It's a crab cube.
Whatever.
Yeah, crabsicle.
Hurled at the king crab.
All right, pop that shot.
I did. 22.
Okay.
Does it hit?
It will be disadvantaged because of the range.
Ooh. Damn.
So
Well, can I say that I did
yeah,
that first?
you popped it first. All right, boom. You put 7 on it. It's almost dead. It's almost fucking
Yep.
dead.
And then I'm like, okay. Coin time.
The crab cracks one above the AC of his target swing. He does 5
You're welcome,
bludgeoning,
guys.
and
I
swing is grappled by him. It is a giant crab's
Yeah.
turn. This giant crab down here attacks Sithis. He has advantage. He does not hit Sithis. It is Sithis' turn.
Yeah, I tried to take out the one crab so you wouldn't have to deal with that, but
Yeah, so Sithis, just pop either side at your leisure. So,
Wow.
attack the crab. Try that crab. That's a clear fucking kill. You got it.
Thank you.
And any other moves you want, you can handle. But I assume that's attack and maybe reposition, so we'll pop off to a giant crab. Seal the big one again. Alright, it's got another Illrigger seal on it. This giant crab is going to claw at you. The 15 does not hit you. It is Old Scratch's turn. Old Scratch moved with Fair Heart. It is Swing's turn. Swing,
Alright,
this thing's
go.
almost dead. You have advantage on it.
I'm getting it. So, 15 hits.
That is on the money. Give me that damage.
Bam!
All right.
Let's do it. Come on.
I think your rage is.
Do it.
I think your rage damage is enough to finish him off at this point. But
Ah! Oh wait, that wasn't the damage. Why didn't
no,
it do
but
the
you did. You
damage?
did have advantage. So that's great. So in the chat, you just mouse over the word great axe and it turns red.
Oh yeah, that's it. So
Yeah. So that is a whole lot of damage. You only had 4 HP left. The seal also goes off, which most importantly brings Sithis up to full and does more damage as it just crashes through hellishly to the waters below. About that, Detlev is riding it. Detlev and the crab break through range of the boards, and Detlev.
I'm okay with this.
Detlev finds himself
I
by a
figured that
dead
would
crab
happen when I started this.
in the waters below.
My theory is either this would happen or it'd be just big enough to like plug the hole.
that's what I was hoping for.
Yeah. So swing. Do you want to move anywhere?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move around by this boy.
Mhm.
That's going to be it for me.
All right. Bearheart Vogel still has the VIP over here in this lovely park, and yeah, Bearheart, where are you bringing him?
Just looking. How good are you at swimming?
You'd say, I don't like to get my hooves wet, but I can do it.
All right, so if need be, I'll help him by like grabbing him and trying to, pull him. But I'm gonna fly over the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'd say that's.
Because I'm that plague doctor has that little back mantle, and then that back mantle kind of pulls back, and I unfurl my wings and just like.
Excellent. So you can get up to here.
Are you like an Asmar?
No, I'm actually an Avon. I'm a birdman.
Oh,
So the beak part of the plague doctor's mask is
No
actually full of an
kidding!
actual beak.
That's pretty legit.
that's fucking
Noise.
That's great. I love it.
Yeah. So he's up with you. And that's your turn.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
All right.
Because I assume it would have taken him more to swim, more of his movement.
Yeah, because you'd have to. The fastest one would be that, and then that'd be 20.
Yeah.
Callus.
I'm making sure he survives.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's only one left, so Eldritch blasting that thing.
You pop your shot. Pop your shot. That's a wow. That's a hit. Yeah, another 17.
Dang.
Wow. Another 17 out of you. All right, that's 7.
Another 7 force damage.
That's another 7 force damage. All right. Detlev, you're in the water. You could move around in the water. It is difficult terrain, unless you have a swim speed.
I have a grappling hook right here.
That's true. So do you want to use it to like? All right.
Yeah, I'll climb back up.
All right, and you pop. Which side do you want to pop out on, north or south?
I want to pop up on the far side where
The crabs came from.
Yes.
All right, I'll call that 10 feet
no
of
particular
movement.
reason, but
I'll call that 10 feet of movement. You have 20 remaining, or however much left you have. I don't know.
I will traverse that last 20 because I don't know what's going on over here.
All right.
So,
Debt be paid. It is your turn.
I moved 5 feet.
All right.
And
So there's a significant portion of copper and silver here in a smashed crate. You notice that amongst the wreckage, you do notice the symbol of the League.
The League? Tell
Yes.
me a little bit more about the.
The League is a shipping guild that controls many, in air quotes, independent cities, and they don't have the rights of a clan to have them on, but they do have. They've taken their nautical flags, they put on their ships, and stylize them and flying them from their buildings. They're a pretty big business, and they have a shop set up in town, and they've always been trying to agitate for closer relations. And while they are important so that shipping doesn't get disturbed, they are also trying to incorporate you into the League, and the Freistadt, your chartists, you want Freistadt to remain independent.
Now tell me, Thornton, tax evaders among the league.
Oh, well, yes, one of the things that the League really likes to do is get special dispensations to be free of certain tariffs in other situations, so...
I collect the money.
Alright, so, you collect what would have been 100 golds worth of silver and copper. And the golden plates in your armor glow, and you wind up with about 80 GP's worth. As the taxes are collected. So that's...
I want to pay my own taxes.
Do you want to do anything on your turn, or...?
Yeah, so I say, hail, citizen, to the remaining surviving commoner over there.
He's like, oh gosh, the crabs, they're killing people. They're killing people.
Worry not, dear citizen. We are dealing with the crabs. Are you injured? Are you well?
No, but that man is dead. I saw a creep smash his brains out.
Pity. Another taxpayer down. What a tragedy.
Don't forget about the death tax.
Need to check his family later.
You check his estate.
I'll have to check. I'll have to check his ID afterwards, but I'm dealing with the living tax collector first, or tax producer first, you know? Worry not, dear citizen. We will courier you to safety.
Thank you.
You may resume your occupation at your leisure.
He's like, oh god, yes. And alright, is that Deputy Page's turn?
Damn straight.
Alright. It is a giant crab's turn. It's probably fucking dead, because basically all... Sit this. Swing bada swing. Or not, I mean, you know, you have options. This crab is just got onto your arm and it's not letting go. Oh yeah, except for when you fucking glaze your way through the 13 alone was its max HP, and then you just make it even better.
That is a critical.
Yeah, so the crab's turn is done. It becomes Old Scratch's turn, but Old Scratch already used his turn, and then you guys hear a crash of lightning as a nearby building kind of explodes a bit, and you see a mix of all sorts of many colors coming out of it, and some of those flames are not like normal flame colors. You notice?
Is this the soul fire of the what are they called, the legacy flames, or
so it's not a lineal flame, but it is. Yep. It does appear to be somewhat. I would say roll Arcana, if you.
Is this the spell plague? Are we in Faerun now?
No, you are not.
Please let us not be reminded of the spell plague.
I'm gonna remind everyone.
Okay, as an adventure writer, the spell plague was nothing but a boon, because it's just things are messed up, do whatever.
Apparently that metaphorical...
Oh no, someone killed Mistra!
That metaphorical coin toss for my character has rolled that I will be very good in combat and suck at everything else.
Yeah, so you're I don't know, it's a fire, it's weird. Maybe wants to look at the weird flames, can roll Arcana, but yeah, some lightning struck it, and it looked like there was lightning hit the top of the building, and then you heard breaking glass, and then various weird fires. Deputy Page, you can't think of any good reason why this should be happening. There is glass scattered out onto the street now.
Perhaps it is divine judgment, and those people didn't pay their taxes.
But yeah, so it is Swing's turn, and I'm not going to break out of initiative order just yet.
Uh-oh.
But I will say that there's collapsed stuff to your east and your west, and the road to the south is towards the docks, where you see more giant crustaceans moving around. So the logical solution here is to return to your deployment zone to get the fuck out.
Okay.
Also, someone harvest some crab meat.
Oh
yeah. Do you be sure to grab some crab meat for later?
Oh, of course I go for crab meat. That's all Swing cares about right now.
Bonus.
He's a hungry boy.
Grab that one I froze whole.
Yeah.
Someone just picks up the block of ice.
Are you trying to flee? Because
kicks it along.
If you're trying to leave, I would say.
I mean, can I get that giant crab?
Yeah, you can go in for it. I mean, that would be big. Do you want to haul it behind you?
I do.
If there's
All
anybody
right.
here that could carry it, it's Swing.
Swing does like food. So I...
Hook a grappling to it, just like pin that in the ice and pull it
So can I
along.
just dive back down in the hole with the crab?
Yeah, you could.
Oh,
You,
you
you,
moved
you,
him.
you can just swim under the bridge, and So you basically come under the bridge, which is like we pretend this is under. It's a 15 feet of movement, and then you have the crab, and then can you roll me a strength check to just drag this thing? Or athletics.
Can.
You can do athletics.
Athletics.
I think that's an advantage while you're raging.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
All right, so click again for the advantage.
Alrighty. Come on.
All right, 7 or 17.
All
Yeah.
right.
All right, so you managed to drag him out to like about here. You've got a fucking crab in tow.
Gonna eat very well.
Yep. And with that roll, you are not encumbered, although you would be if you had to actually do combat with it in tow. It is Bernhard Vogel's turn. Bernhard Vogel, what do you do? Where do you take our friend?
Well, now that I see that the crabs are clear, I'm just going to take him straight towards, the exit zone. I feel like I'm playing an escort mission on XCOM.
It's kind of an escort mission, honestly.
Yeah.
No offense.
Yeah, except for the guy you're escorting is actually staying with you, so...
I like escort missions.
What do you mean it's kind of an escort mission? It is literally an escort
Yeah,
mission.
I like some escort missions.
So you gotta get up to bat there. Callus, it's your turn.
All right. I don't know what that fire is or how quickly it's going to get over here, if it's going to get over here. So I'm going to come over here and, no, never mind. I'm not going to do that because I have a really, really terrible strength score. So I'm not even going to attempt to help with the crowd.
No, I got it.
What?
Yeah, so you guys can keep. Yeah, so
and
just for reference, I think we will take our 10-minute break at 8:30 because it's
good. Thank you. I was asking.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so Callus, you're here.
one,
There's flame and broken glass pouring out onto the street here.
6 dash.
Yes, you
I'm there,
dash.
and I'm going to. I use my dash to get there, and I'm going to wait for the rest of the team, or at least for Old Scratch to get over here.
Detlev, it is your turn.
Let's see here. I don't see anything that I know of. I did see Calm there earlier, so I suppose I will go. Now this brown soil with the rain and whatnot, is that all mud?
It's starting to get wet and muddy. These trails are like well padded, so they're not all mud yet, like the riverbanks, but they will be soon. Trademark.
Okay, well in that case, I'll avoid the difficult terrain.
Mm-hmm.
For lack of a better option, I'll dash, double movement, because nothing else to do this turn, and I'll move over here, I guess, and continue to make my way around. So, and that'll be my turn.
All right. Deputy Paid. It is your turn.
I would like to survey the scene to see if there are any more remaining crabs to be dealt with.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, I would say that so Detlev, are you like looking for survivors?
Kind of, yeah.
I would say that you do know that there's one in some broken wood stuff to the east who you could see.
Yeah, I saw one.
Oh my
There's
god.
one there.
In the
and
direction I'm heading. So.
Alright, yeah, so you're just going. Alright, so Deputy Paid, you don't see shit. So what do you do?
Yeah, I don't see shit. I say, citizen, meet me on the other side of the bank. We will escort you out of this park. There doesn't seem to be any more threat here. Our job is done. And 1, 2, 3. Maybe I can get there. Probably, right? Or can I get onto the bank?
So the water is difficult terrain. So this 15 feet would be 30 feet on its own. Are you dashing?
Yeah, why not?
All right, and if you're from like here-ish, that's basically one move, and then you'll have like 30 feet left to spend once you're out here. crossing the fallen tree would be difficult terrain, but you can just do this instead. Yeah. So that's 20.
Yep, I get right
25, 30. You get like here.
Our job here is done.
Sithis, is your turn. Welcome back, Eric. Yeah, so you're free to go over you'd like, Sithis.
I really need to put ranks into perception next time I level up.
But remember, that's not how
You
it works in
perceive
5e.
blindness.
I know. I hate 5e.
So Sithis heads this way. Ends turn. It's Old Scratch's turn. Old Scratch's turn is spent moving in tandem. And things begin to emerge. Horrible, screeching things begin to emerge from the building that has the fire on the upper floors. Some sort of strange, sloshing gray slooges. Anybody who wants to can roll Arcana to be a little bit more familiar with what a slooge is.
It's slimy, and I presume it's green.
Pretty decent, right? Roll an Arcana.
Damn, now I don't feel so bad about my Arcana.
I was not expecting a 16.
I did warn you guys. I was either going to be really good at combat or nothing, or everything else, but not both.
For what it's worth, my character is actually kind of smart, even though she's a brute force. She is a hack.
Swing is just worried about eating this delicious crab.
Just to understand the
So the gray slooge is going to sprint with a not very fast towards some people.
40 feet is not very fast.
Well, that's its dash.
Right.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So it seems to have 20 feet movement.
Okay.
And debt be paid. I would say that you know that slooges, they tend to be weak to cold, and you might as well not bother trying to poison them. They have a lot of condition immunities, and hitting them with melee weapons can sometimes get you like tangled up in them. But it is Swing's turn.
Yep. And I clearly see the gray slooge moving out, correct?
Yeah, you see there's a clutch of slooges popping out, and you see them just plain as day, silhouetted against the wall behind them.
Do I have to drop the giant crab, or can I move my 30 without, or with carrying him?
I'd say you can move the 30 with carrying the giant crab, but
Yes.
you won't be able to like fight with it. Like when you draw your weapon, you won't be able to do that. You have to drag him.
Beans. Fine, I'll leave the crab for a moment.
I think is your rage over?
Yeah, since I haven't attacked anything in that turn, my rage drops.
All right. So
Man,
you're
these slooges be all over the place.
Alright, so
You
gotta
could
move up.
You could drag the crab with you, drop it, ready ready up to attack when you get there.
I do want that crab to go with me, so we're gonna do that.
Or, hear me out, use the crab as a bludgeoning weapon.
That's why I was asking, because I wanted to beat someone with a crab. I wanted to.
You might get your chance.
I'm hoping so.
By the
Alright,
way-
so I'm going to move right up here,
Though
dragging my crabby boy with me and ready in action.
it's kind of difficult to make it more of an icky spot than it already is.
All right. So and you're.
By the way, Lee, when I see the
called-
slooges popping out into the park, I would say, citizen, halt, refrain from returning to your homes just yet. We must deal with this threat.
All right, and so Swing, you ready in action to like melee if they come close, or?
Yeah, pretty much. If they get within range, I'm gonna tenderize some crab meat with them.
All right. Bernhardt, can you give me a new stealth as these new foes appear?
I guess I can.
They don't
Has
look.
only the one gray slooge moved so far?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Bernhardt, you remain undetected. They don't seem like they're very observant foes.
Okay. I didn't think they would be, considering they're,
Slooge. Slooge.
So we're gonna just kind of take our way over this way,
All right.
hiding behind the giant frozen crab.
All right. And that's your turn.
Yep.
Alright, it's another Grey Slooge's turn. This Grey Slooge sprints out 40 feet. It is Callus's turn. Callus, what you up to?
I'm going to Ray of Frost the Grey Slooge. If it's not moving fast, I'm going to try and slow them down so
You can
Burhart so Burhart can get scratch past. So
Satan through the thing.
yeah, so Ray of Frost on the Grey Slooge. Yeah, there, within range. The one closest to me. That totally misses, doesn't
The
it?
saddest thing is that their AC is 9.
Oh no!
The ice comes close, and like it almost seems like a bit of it's getting like, caught. But like there's like some ice like just grazing the side of it. But that's it. It doesn't hit. I'm sorry. It's Detlev's turn. Detlev.
Well, I mean, I'm over here, and they're all the way over there. Dash again, I guess. Man, this having normal movement speed is.
Yeah, you're used to Edwin being like, I run up the wall and 100 feet, and
yeah.
Detlev is like.
I'm used to getting like 8 attacks. And,
yeah, you think Crownbreakers. It's Monday night, but yeah. So you move that far, and debt be paid. Debt be paid. You see the Slooges.
Yeah, I see the Slooges.
They do not look like taxpayers.
No, they do not. Even if they were at one point, they are no longer even remotely considering paying their taxes. So, knowing what I know about them and considering that melee attacks may, quote-unquote, incur penalties involving being absorbed into them, I'm going to get close and then fire at my, with my heavy crossbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, whoa. One too far. Sorry about that.
I wish this was working.
Yeah. So I'm going to attack with my heavy crossbow. That is a miss. I'm assuming.
Yep, the quarrel swings by and just winds up burning up in the burning house.
Yep.
This is a Grey Slooge's turn.
Yeah.
This Grey Slooge is also going to charge. Not charge, but sprint. It is Sithis' turn. Alright. And I'm assuming you're going to glaive him. So, that is a hit. And that is 9 slashing damage. They are going to use a reaction. And they are going to make a con save.
Uh-oh.
Their con save does meet or exceed your attack. So, you are considered grappled by them unless you choose to drop your glaive. And you can only keep attacking them with the glaive until they're either dead or you've broken it free. Yep. The Slooge's sloogey body has the tip of your... You're like...
Oh, hell yeah.
Fight it. Fight it.
Alright, if there's anything else you want to do on your turn, you can free to let me know. Old Scratch continues with Bearheart. It is a Grey Slooge's turn. The Grey Slooge is going to close and unsit this. Oh. Wait.
Oh. Woo!
Can I try to pull it now? As a bonus action on your turn. Yeah. Yes, you can. Yeah, because it's a bonus action, so just make me a strength check. Yeah, you managed to pull free your glaive. And do you like retreat on your turn with any further movement or? Okay, all right. So the Grey Slooge comes up, and it's gonna give you a pseudopod. Oh, Sithis, I'm so sorry, but the enemy loves to crit you.
Dang.
Do you have any resistance to acid, perchance?
Poor thing.
So that's 13 damage on Sithis. And that is that Great Race Luge's turn. It's Swing's turn.
Swing saying Sith is taking damage. He's going to drop his crab and move up to assist him.
And we do use flanking if you want to get on the far side of him.
Yep. And that will be perfect to get alongside of him.
Yep.
Bam. All right. And he's going to go into another rage because all he wants to do is eat his crab, and these bastards are not allowing that.
Getting in the way.
Yep. All right. So swing with the great axe.
Swing about a swing. That's a hit. You have advantage. You can roll again just to see if it gets a crit, but you hit.
Yeah, I'm good with that. And
all right. That's the 7, and that's the 2. And that is your turn. Bearheart, you've got the VIP. What you gonna do?
I am going to continue towards the entrance because that's my job here.
Right,
take my crab with you.
I will say, when you break out into the street,
that they're gonna see me.
There's not much to hide behind.
Right.
That being said, they're not very fast. Just position yourself accordingly with that knowledge.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about those things. I can fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, my character would assure you that she's got this if you just need to run with the MVP.
Yeah. So I'm just moving slowly.
Very civic-minded.
Actually, yeah, I guess before you break from the tree line, you'll still be stealth.
Right.
So this Grace Luge is their turn. They move here behind Swing, and they make a pseudopod attack with advantage. A 17 does hit.
Yep.
And now you're raging, so that's are you the kind of barbarian who also has acid damage, or just the regular types?
Hang on.
If he's a berserker, then he doesn't have.
Yeah, I don't think I do.
That's the totem rager.
Yeah,
okay,
totems
but
do
the
that.
bludgeoning is still halved.
Yes.
Yeah, bludgeoning does get halved.
So you get 4 overall as he slaps you, and your skin sizzles with the pseudopod struck your bare chest.
My bare chest.
Yo, and that was Gray's turn. Whose turn? It's Callus's turn.
I'm going to try and Ray of Frost the. Actually, no. I'm not trying to slow them down, and I don't know that they're weak to cold damage, so I'm going to Eldritch
I
Blast.
would have shouted that. I would have shouted that as soon as I made that revelation.
Okay, then I will. Then I will Ray of Frost. There we go.
I'm very civic-minded.
So that's a hit. Roll that damage. And you notice that this is extremely effective against this, and you're shooting extremely effective against this foe. Yeah, and, like the bits of the sludge freeze up and crystallize and break off. That's a lot of damage.
Was that actually 10 points you just took off? Because that looks like a tiny, tiny little bit of their health bar.
I took off 10, didn't I?
Well, I'm not questioning. I'm just like, oh, that has way more hit points than I thought.
Yeah, we guys have laid quite a bit of damage into it.
So you had the same thought process as your boss in your game when he hit me.
So that's Callus's turn, right? He just iced him.
Yes.
All right.
Unfortunately, I don't have any.
Dice.
Yeah.
We pop over to Detlev. Detlev, you were jogging.
I'm now thinking I should have gotten X just for the bonus action.
You see a man cowering here. He seems to be afraid.
I missaid when.
It's like that scene in Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
Yeah, I'll move there. That'll be my turn.
All right, debt be paid. You see a real tango going on to your east.
Okay. I'm going to protect the taxpayers.
All right.
That is what they're paying me for, after all. And I'm not overly greedy. I'm just a normal amount of greedy, really. Or what should be the normal amount of greedy. That is. I'm going to fire a crossbow. I'm going to move a little bit forward, though, so as to protect our MVP. And once I get to around that position, I'm going to fire at this guy that doesn't seem to have been attacked yet.
This one, like, out here, or like?
Yeah, it's probably in this, right?
No, that's a hit. But which one?
Yeah, no, that one.
All right. You pop 7
damage.
7 damage.
Nobody
is
is
your
near
favorite.
it.
Yeah, it's an extra 3 with
precious
treachery.
motherfucker.
Yeah, you just know right where to put that bolt that goes in its slippery
We gotta
goodness.
get 10 damage on that.
It is. Yeah, it's this Grey Slooge's turn. This Grey Slooge can only get in position to hurt one person right now.
Bring it.
So they're not quite he's not quite positioned
Wait,
to get flanking on you.
Wait. Before it does its turn,
Yeah.
can I do something? Can I do something like this? Oh no, never mind.
You
Okay.
try and intimidate the Slooge. The Slooge does not understand.
Gotcha.
The
Right,
Slooge
fuck it.
pseudopods at our boy Gray.
Come at me, bro.
Our boy Swing, and a 12 does not hit your AC.
Nope.
It is Sithis' turn.
It's actually break.
It is actually break. You're right. So real quick. We'll be back in 10 minutes at 8:40 for the exciting conclusion of the first episode of Freistadt. 10 minutes.
10 minutes. All right.
I'm hyped.
It is an impressive bonus to intimidate at this level, though. 2-minute break.
Yeah, but slime gonna slime. Slime be like, your food. Likewise, I wouldn't attempt to like grapple it and mount it. I mean, depending on what corner of the internet you're on.
I mean, no matter what part of the internet you're on, I assume slime mount you.
I mean, if you're gonna get tracked at all, Laughing Rock sidetracked is the best type of track.
Ooh,
to get.
is Laughing Rock here?
Laughing Rock is here and is shocked that I,
Hey,
as
Laughing
a
Rock.
massive nerd, didn't know what a rock was. Then I looked it up and I was like, oh, one of these things that I have literally never faced in my entire D&D career.
Hey, Rock, check out this this excellent little situation we're in with a big park. There's Southside Guy. Here's the fight. Here's the first encounter that happened on this multi-stage park encounter.
There is not Edwin.
Detlev.
I miss Edwin. We gotta do like a post Groundbreakers thing if we're not going back.
No, we're going back to the Groundbreakers.
We're just on like a hiatus from Groundbreakers for a while.
Yeah, we're on a little hiatus to because I was phoning it in quality wise, and I wanna bring the quality level back up for Groundbreakers.
That was part of the charm, though. Is it was
Low rent.
not low rent. It was part of the charm, though. Sometimes you don't want the steak. You want to go to Mickey D's, get that.
Yeah, excellent. Groundbreakers was the fast food of the tabletop world. I'll be right back.
Oh, hey, how'd that go, Brock? And we're on break, so you're gonna have to suffer through me for a while. Suffer through me, I guess, for a while I keep our lovely chatters entertained. Those of you who feel free to chat up, I'll engage. I'm not trying hard enough then, Hugh, and you don't count, Hugh. You know that. You're... God help you, your family, Q. Chat gets to suffer you too, so... Well, I mean, there's a session zero for wow, English. There's a session 0 for you. There we go. You know, if you get to play on session 0, you're doing something wrong. Not really, but, you know, the joke is you're not being absurd enough if you get actual playtime on session 0. If the GM doesn't regret it by the time you're done session 0.
I spent a lot of time thinking about what spells I was going to take, and yet I'm realizing I probably should have taken Hex at this level anyway, just so I would have something to do on my bonus actions.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's you know, that's the thing I wish I saw more of, Laughing Rock. Although in total defensively, I am a terrible, terrible player. In the sense that like I'm the guy that he knows is gonna show up, but I don't inform him until the last minute anyway, so he doesn't want to assume and have me not show up. So I show up last minute and I'm like, okay, let's go. Totally skipping the part where like I make connections with the rest of the PCs, so totally not on him. I'm just a terrible player.
AQ Prime.
Right, largely time differences, right? Like basically everyone on the, well, I'd say on the screen, except it's just me and Lee right now. On the screen anyway. I said on the screen.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, wow. Raptor Bitery?
Hey, Raptor Bite.
Raptor Bitery.
Yeah.
Raptor Bitery? Because I'm not old and totally get these things.
By the way, stick around for the end of the stream, and you guys will find out what the next council vote is going to be. And at like 6-1, it definitely looks like Vendig Vorenheim is going to start this proper week of the Freistadt quarantined, which is going to be real interesting.
I'll be honest, chat. I feel terrible that Lee, I'd say goes through all this effort, but it seems like German is kind of second language for him. As soon as German kicks in, I'm just like, yep.
I don't know any German, but I do love saying the words. Oh yeah.
I learned some in Mexico.
Oh.
Could not recall a word of it.
I should get my friend Ulf in here. He's actually German.
Nice.
I ran
the tabletop spaces.
In fact, I ran a game set during World War II at a it was at the Lodz Ghetto, and he actually voice recorded in German the PA messages so I could play it for my players.
Amazing.
That was really cool.
I think the camera's slowly shifting, and I just don't see it happening because I feel like I'm having to adjust it a lot.
I'm curious on the Twitch stream itself why occasionally people will jump around on which camera they are.
It's people connecting, disconnecting.
Okay, so it's whereby making everything.
Yeah.
I
Eventually, I'll stop overspending massively so I can just cover Lee's costs for Zoom.
Yeah, or I mean, I might, because I do pay a little bit of money each month for whereby, and obviously this isn't worth money, so.
Yeah, no, I'll cover the Zoom. I just have to stop partying.
Party.
UFC 274 was recent. It happened. I watched it. I couldn't tell you.
By the way, Dark Prince, are you here?
Yeah.
Sit this. I'm just seeing how fast we're gonna be able to hop back in because several of us do have a hard-ish 11 p.m. end up.
I ain't got nothing. I can play till 8 a.m.
I could play until 8 a.m. your guys' time.
What would that even be your time?
That would be 5 a.m. for me.
Yeah.
Because time zones.
Weak. Need to play until 8 a.m. your time.
I mean, wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah. I remember, when I was a teenager and role playing with my friends, and it was just like, I would go over to their house Friday night, and then we would like role play till Sunday. The only thing we stopped for was to occasionally pass out and to get more Taco Bell.
Yeah, I remember rolling into the 7-Eleven, and after a while, the 7-Eleven clued in, because we'd always roll in same day, same super late time. They'd be like, "Oh, hey, game night. We made you guys."
By the way, I did pop you a Discord message.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Just
about like technical stuff. But otherwise we're good. We're good, and we're just.
I got you.
Yeah. Sorry.
Does that sound better?
Yeah. And
okay.
Move it back a little.
Eh.
Because now we can't hear you at all.
No, I can hear him. I hear him.
I hear him.
No, other way. Sorry.
Wait. So closer to the mouth or further from the mouth?
Right about there. Oh,
so you guys.
Away just a tad. Just a tad.
Just like straight out. I think straight out is fine. I'm actually.
That's where I had was straight out.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, it's probably rubbing against my beard.
Right there, I think is perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I used to have that problem with this set before I got the stand mic. This is actually.
Well, this is my Xbox
headset. This thing catches on everything.
Okay.
It's awful.
Yeah, so
he says as if this was like the best thing he can grow close to a beard.
We are just waiting for Pat and Sithis. I think we ended on Sithis' turn. Actually, I think Sithis. That's a new thing that Sithis did, isn't it? Like, I think Sithis did that just now.
Oh yeah, he moved around.
By the way, Sithis, if you're hearing me, you did 8 damage. It has 9 left. Do you have anything to choose that attack, or do you choose that attack?
Strike it down. But then you become the slooge.
You become the slooge.
Yeah. So you slap the slooge, and it does not spend its reaction catching you. It's old Scratch's turn. Old Scratch's turn spent. Blah blah. It's this gray slooge. This gray slooge is going to attack Sithis for almost killing it. Its pseudopod strikes true. It does 5 damage to you. It is Swing's turn.
Hang on, Swing has a mouthful of pot pie.
That's all good. It's all good. I mean, Pat isn't quite back, so this is just a slow rolling. Get back on track.
Since I can't get my crab, I'm getting some pot pie.
Yeah, you might have both back at the tea house later.
Heck yeah, crab pot pie.
Ooh.
Alright, so.
Good.
Nico.
Yeah?
Nico could take that in the back.
Oh,
Chef, you have something?
crab pot pie. I heard grab.
I mean, as long as there's pot pie, I don't care if I'm grabbing it or if it's got crab in it. Ba-ba-boom!
Get me some hot pot.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
Alright.
Ew.
I had to pull a splinter out of my mom's foot, and I don't mean myself.
Why?
Anyway.
No, don't know.
I feel like there's a good backstory to that, but...
A story for the after session, yeah.
Yeah. So we good?
Yeah, we're good. And so
All right.
Swing, you got slooge all around you. Slooge
I'm
is left
covered
me.
in slooge.
Slooge on my right. Here I am, stuck in the slooge with you.
All right. I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna attack low HP slooge.
Right.
Give a good old swing of that great axe.
A stiff breeze will kill that guy. So you just you tap. He's dead. You eviscerate him.
Okay.
Slooge all over the walls.
Yes. I'm staying right here to keep these slooges with me.
All right. So
that'll go ahead and end me.
All right. And with that, it is Bearheart's turn.
Okay, so
Is it Bearheart or Burheart?
Oh, I think it's Burhart, actually.
Berhard. At least I'm pretty sure that's how it's actually pronounced. I don't know.
I was reading Callus as Klaus for the longest time.
I was
so.
too. I was saying Klaus. Oh, wait, Callus this time.
Okay, I'm going to tell Old Scratch to be like this. Run over to where that man is, pointing towards Callus. It's like, he's another Chartist. He will protect you.
He's like, okay. And he's ready to do that. He will act on his own initiative as he breaks from you. But yeah, so when it comes to his turn, he will sprint up there.
I in response to that, I wave at him.
Yeah, you see Old Scratch like leans around a tree and like waves back. You see the satyr like 10 minutes into fight in the park and chill, and he gives you this look.
And I'm going to actually make an attack.
Ooh.
I thought satyrs love to fight in the park.
Who's your target?
It's going to be that sludge right there.
Mhm.
I'm using my hand crossbow, which I didn't have the stats for because I wasn't thinking about it.
It's in the
Don't miss,
ISRD.
don't miss, don't miss.
If you just type hand crossbow, you can drag it out. It may not give you proficiency, and you have to add that manually, but it usually does. Yeah, so we're good. We're feeling good. And I'm just waiting for that.
Yeah, I clicked on that and it brought up a weird page for me.
Oh, yeah, it's probably the proficiency. Hold on, I can.
Okay, is it the item I should have been?
Yeah, it's under item. And you just draw out the item hand crossbow and just drag it onto your character sheet.
Alright, where are you,
I just want to say I pulled a as yet unopened bottle of Crown Royal Black out of my window just now, and it is covered in frost and it is glowing.
Oh,
Wow,
sounds delicious.
It's not actually allowing me to drag it onto something, but
Let me go ahead and grab Burhart.
I almost feel like I want to go back to my house.
Hand crossbow, character sheet, hand crossbow.
it does this. Oh, there you go.
There we are. Tap
Thank
that.
you. I should have been better prepared for that, but I was not.
It happens. I mean, me getting prepared for this was a total shit show. Don't know me for that.
Alright, so let's hit that thing with that hammer.
That's a clean hit. Give me that damage. Alright, that's 5 pierces. It, and like, there's just a crossbow in the sludge now. A bit of it sort of like off the side. And that was Burhart's turn. And it is a Grey Sludge's turn. This Grey Sludge walks here. And then Pseudopod's swing. A 13 does not break your AC. It is Callus's turn.
All right. Well,
It's all good.
once again, towards this hurt one over here, I'm going to Ray of Frost.
Alright, dealing that damage. So that's a total of 12, as bits of it freeze and thaw and break off, and scattered bits of grayness across the ground. And it is Detlev's turn. The hike resumes.
I also want to say,
Yeah.
I also want to say, hurry up! We don't know if more of these things are coming.
Indeed.
If they do, it is our duty as
Detlev, you come across a cowing commoner who's in awe of the sights you just witnessed. The great crab killing, the burning, the storm.
I don't even, like, explain anything. I just, like, grab him by the scruff. I'm like, come with me.
Alright, you have him in tow. Where do you end your turn, or is it right next to him?
Yeah, that's all my movement, so.
Alright, debt be paid.
by the dollars of the taxpayers, I smite thee. I'm going to.
Alright, that's a fucking hit. Hey, pop that damage. That's
I
3.
feel like your character's like an IRS agent for the GOP.
That's what I was imagining.
You swing
It
off.
literally is though.
In the name of taxes, I smite thy civil right.
Wait, no, but all right, but literally though, she
Yeah.
worships taxes.
You do not
as
get
in
you do not get
the-
treachery damage.
the
Because
demon
there's
that
an
I played
adjacent
earlier.
ally. It is the
Oh,
Slooge's
you're
turn.
right. I don't get treachery damage.
So
Fuck.
this Slooge is going to try and pseudopod at advantage. Either of those would hit. It does Slooge you a little, having the bludgeoning, keeping the full acid. And it is Sithis' turn.
Oh, sorry. I would have, because I didn't move, I would have certainly attempted an intimidation roll to see if I could get any of them to come at me.
They seem to be wholly interested in consuming matter at this point. And there's a big slab of matter between
I am
them.
matter.
Yeah, there is.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
They want a piece of swing.
Look at that beefcake. They're not
Oh,
interested.
yeah.
in
By the way, I
any
think
food.
do you get? Oh no, you double your proficiency for intimidation, right? Yeah, so
I
you're
do actually.
you're very
yeah.
intimidating. I've set it up for you to have expertise, but yeah. So
Yeah. You
So
set it up
Sithis-
properly?
yeah, so Sithis, you slashing. Do you strike this one to the south? All right. What would be the head of the slough just pops off and boom, Nestle on the ground, and they no longer appear to be anything additional action on top of your normal action and any possible bonus action. All right. Get that Infernal Surge. Let's go. Swing, bada swing. You slice into him with a meaty 12, and as the glaive impacts with a wet boom, and the slow collapse of a pool tarp attempts to intertwine, and does not meet your attack, so it does not catch your glaive. You shlink out the other side, unabridged. Old Scratch, for his part, gets halfway out into the road, and while he is looking like he's gonna dash, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna pop a short bow. He pops a shot and just embeds an arrow into this guy to help out, because he's a bro. And what does the Satyr's movement speed? Is that just 30? No, it's 40. So he still gets like here. And it is a Grey Slooge's turn. That Grey Slooge is dead. Swing! You've got one remaining Slooge.
With these characters, I'm just imagining them from that old cartoon, the blah 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 blah. What is it, He-Man or something from them?
I think so. That's vague.
Yeah,
I've
anyways.
never She-Ra myself, but
Gonna swing with the great axe at that remaining one.
Alright. That's a hit. Roll that damage.
Alrighty.
Power Rangers.
Alright.
buddy.
Now you hit him for 14 damage. He's already used his reaction, so he can't catch your axe. Or try to. And that swing's turn. It is Berhardt's turn again. And you've attacked, so you're on stealth, but I mean, it's not really going to matter either way.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me see what I actually did.
Herculoids, that was the cartoon.
Herculoids.
Oh,
I mean,
close I need to get. And I pull out my rope dart, which has reach. And go after the other. I'm just going to roll my unarmed because it does my damage and everything.
It slices through, and give me that damage.
Alright.
And is there... I feel like there's a bonus on top of that?
Uh,
Oh, wait, is this the one with poison?
it's not transformed.
Okay.
It's just a rope dart at the moment.
Alright, so it does 6 damage. That thing is barely holding on. It's like a...
And I... Wait a minute. When I use the attack action with the unarmed strike, or multiple, I can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action,
Yeah,
which I'd
so-
have to step in to do, but I have the movement, so...
Yeah, so just basically curb stomp this degrading puddle of sludge.
Yes, I'm tired of all the spooge everywhere.
Yeah, you even if at disadvantage you'd hit it, and it has 1 HP. So just roll for the overkill. Yeah, it's like beneath you. and the flames of the place that they came out of don't seem to be getting weaker. They seem to get stronger and more multicolored. But with that, we do actually exit initiative order.
Woo.
Get the fuck
so
out of here.
everyone is free to move themselves back here. And Edwin, or not Edwin, Detlev. Herr Detlev has a commoner in tow. Do you bring him with you?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Do I get to go back for my crab?
Of the people.
Yeah. You can absolutely go back for your crab. So you're bringing the big crab, right?
Celebratory dinner.
Quick question. From my position, I actually have a vision of a commoner all the way over on.
Yeah, so I would say over the course of the fight, they probably like wormed their way free of the wood, and they're just like looking a little confused. Do you want to bring them with you too?
Yeah,
Sure.
I will tend to any wounded I can find.
Okay, yeah. So this commoner is wounded with like he's been like stabbed by wood. There's some splinters in and around. If you want to give me a medicine to like help him. Oh, Sithis is also. I mean, you have some wounded party members.
Oh, I have been impaled.
Where the heck that? Oh, there he is.
Tis only a flesh wound.
Yeah. No, so I'm actually gonna go over here. The fires. Are they let me give you a perception roll. Do I see anything else emerging from the oh my god. Wait, literally every time I roll a perception roll, it's been a natural one. What the fuck?
Fire hot.
You just
Fire
occasionally
hot.
go blind. It's a thing.
Yeah, your Faye just has like an eye, a warm flash, and she's like, "What? Money? What?" It's the glint of gold in the back of her eye.
Fired. Yes.
What is that? What is that white stuff under the first fireball?
Broken glass.
Oh
Okay.
my fucking god. Okay, so I don't see shit is what I'm hearing. Yeah,
And
that's fair.
I see one of our party members is badly damaged.
Mm-hmm.
I will.
So are the fires still there, or
Who's that?
Yes,
Who's
the
that?
fire is raging.
That's Sithis, right?
Yeah, Sithis.
Now, does our society have a firefighting community at all?
There are bucket trains. You hear people moving around. A bucket train may deploy here, but I mean, it's right next to a lake, so it wouldn't be that hard. But like,
I just come up right next to Sithis and I'll be like, hold still. And I just kind of like jab a couple pressure points and then spend a key and do Hand of Mercy.
Nice.
all right.
I'm going to attempt to fire a ray of frost into the flames to try and see if that helps at all.
Yeah, sure. Give it to me.
It's for the
All
good of the
right,
community.
so you managed to hose down part of it. You do notice that it reacts strangely, and there's strange crystalline structures
It's
within
only
the
4
ice you've
points
made.
back, Sithis, but, you know.
Yeah, I can.
Well, what was that about the fire? I'm hosing it down pretty good.
You hose it down pretty good. Part of it reacts strangely and like arcs out in this weird crystalline structure you're not familiar with. But it doesn't seem like it's going to spread further west for the moment.
Okay. Seeing that this is working, I'm going to move over and keep doing that. I'm gonna.
Yeah, is there any way I can
I'm-
assist?
Yeah, I'm gonna start with the.
And the medicine heals up this commoner a little, and he's like, "Thank you so much. I think I can get home now."
Yeah. Go ahead.
This guy leaves for home after he's treated by Burhart, thanking him and leaving him 1 copper in thanks.
Remember, citizen,
Aw.
pay your taxes.
Alright, so Ray of Frost.
Did you factor in sales tax for that?
Do you want to pop 2 more Ray of... Okay, so the
Yeah.
fire actually seems to grow alchemically. It seems to react to the spell in various strange ways as blue flames and other things within it react and churn, and you're not sure that more magic is going to help this situation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, one shot made it better.
I'll
Lee,
I'll
to
I'll,
be
do- I'll do
clear-
the dummy thing, and like I have 4 water skins for some reason,
Oh shit, nice.
so I'm just
wow.
gonna like, ugh.
Herr Detlev does not do much to calm the flames, and indeed water doesn't seem to be doing too much either. Yes, Pat.
Freeze the water.
Huh.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Swing try peeing on the fire to see if that will help.
Yeah.
No,
I'm gonna try one more, but I'm aiming for the far one,
Yeah.
the one that's smaller, not where
the one
the
that's
sword.
spread from the try it.
Yeah.
And Pat, I would say you have advantage if Herr Detlev is throwing his water skins at that location, although he will be through them fast.
Oh.
Pat, what were you saying?
No, I'll wait for this to roll out.
Okay, so I have advantage on this one.
Yeah. So roll me once more.
Okay, so that's all.
You seem to hamper it a little.
Okay.
Well, we're done here.
Yeah, no, Lee, my question was, what exactly were we paid to do?
Get the.
So
get
you are
Brad-
chartists. This isn't like a mercenary operation. You're chartists, and you are your
got to
goal
get the
is extract Old Scratch, get him back to the Fifth Watch, and all of this has been delaying that.
But we are chartists.
You care about the independence of the city. You care about the city implicitly through that. So you would probably try and make things better for the people who you can.
Exactly. No, I do care about this.
So
that's kind of more or less what I was trying to figure out.
I'm gonna
go. Yeah, I'm gonna go collect as much water as I can in one of my many sacks. Not the one that has all the money in it.
Yeah,
By the way.
Swing's also going to do that too.
Alright, so you guys are gonna try and like alright, so it will take some time to to do this, but you can roll me athletics or acrobatics checks to help get water there to tamp it down. And if Callus is just continuing to Ray of Frost, that will give advantage to all of this.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely adding the Ray of Frost to the action.
So this is just like, what are you doing? We got it. Yeah. So,
for the good of the community and the citizens.
So you guys managed to tame most of the flames. The central one is growing small, but it's also strange and blued and weird in many ways. It looks like maybe you hear poppings of glass and vials and more glass sprays out, and you feel like almost like there's something in there that's just exploding and catching weird flames that aren't reacting well to water on fire. And they're mostly on the upper levels, and the street level is mostly wood, so it's like it's not very easy for you to interact with this flame from this point at the street. But you've done what you can, and it doesn't look like the fire is going to spread much further. The stuff to the east is like mostly burnt out and ashen.
The Mage's Tower may burn, but the city will be safe, is what you're saying.
Okay, quick question. You said that the first flame I hit turned into a big hunk of ice.
Well,
Can I use Ray of Frost, just like apply a constant stream to just kind of freeze the area around the flame, just try and contain it?
Yeah,
without...
Yeah. You leave like a frosty rim, it's not going to last forever, but you think that it will dissuade the fire's growth.
Okay, excellent. And
with that takes you guys like about 15 to 20 minutes, and the storm is growing pretty intense. It's definitely not a non-presence in the city. You guys have who you came for.
Let's get the
you're out with the guy. Yeah. So I think Sithis is already like, I'm out.
Yep.
I'm assuming Bearheart, you're with Old Scratch too. Are you just gonna peace out?
Yeah.
All right. So I would say the people who stay back to help are a little bit behind everyone else. Which, correct me if I'm wrong, that's Swing, Detlev, Callus, Debt Be Paid. Alright, alright.
Don't forget the crab.
Oh, I better have my crab.
And you're dragging the crab.
Yeah, I'm dragging that crab.
You're dragging the crab.
Assist them? 'Cause that's kind of...
Yeah. You assist. And as you move through the city, you see lots of weird things going on. It looks like there's weird miasma on the western coasts, and in the distance, across the road that divides Schmeidku, the blacksmithing district, and Innenstadt, you see a blue flame enveloping Stahl Shrine.
It is the fucking spell plague. I told you guys.
And that is significant distance. So like that is like the whole distance that you've traveled and then a bit in this episode. Yeah. So, but yeah, it seems that Venig Vorenheim's walls are containing this for you. So it's it is huge, and like the Stahl Shrine is somewhat on like a hill in the middle of Schmeidku, but it is a conflagration, and there is blue lightning arcing around it, and you guys are making your ways back. There's people in the city. They are variously screaming, running around like chickens with their heads cut off. All that good jazz. When you come upon some people in the street by some broken pallets that seem to have fallen off a cart. They seem to be gathering stuff up, and they look around and they look at you, and they're a little bit surprised. They're like, they don't really say anything initially. They're sort of waiting for you to say something.
I'm assuming we're behind us.
Yeah, you guys are. Yeah, so you catch up generally, but this is the gap between you. But the first people to see them will be Sithis and Berhart, and
And the looters are menacing the commoners, or are they just grabbing shit? And
so
not
it looks
really
like
bothering
it looks like the commoners the commoners are also picking up shit.
Oh,
So they're all on the same team here.
You get the thugs. Everyone seems to be working together. The thug seems to be coordinating it. Turns around. He's a little like, "Oh shit," to see you.
I mean, realistically, our job is to get the satyr back. So, like, this is a side quest to either delay us because our time is of the essence, and Lee knows that we'll be good players and help people.
I mean,
no, I'm lawful evil.
yeah, like
I'm definitely gonna help them.
I mean, you are a tax collector. That is.
yeah. So to your house. Okay, so Sithis rolls up and says to your house.
No, can I assist? I'm going to assist.
Yeah. So you give advantage because you both have intimidation at 7 with.
Quit looting.
Yeah. So.
Return to your homes, citizens.
Yeah. So 2 evil motherfuckers rock up and are just like, "Hey, we're the evil in charge here. Go home." And they're like, they drop the crates and some of them break and they scatter. They disperse. The crowd is gone.
Damn. All right.
A lightning strike hits a nearby building, and there is some more flame. You see other smoke trails distantly in the city, but the water does seem to be tamping this one down. Seems like it's more of a flare-up. But yeah, you are free to continue to traverse the streets after dispersing that problem.
Good. What were they looting?
So this appears to have been a fruit cart. So there's
like cabbages.
Yeah, so there's various fruits and vegetables here.
I leave a copper coin on the fruit cart.
Okay.
Payment for trouble for the honest fruit merchant.
And all right. You also notice you hear the cries of someone screaming from underneath this awning to the west. There's sort of like a covered area under the buildings here. This is a first story lobby that's open to the air, but there's a second story above it. Yeah, and I mean, so do you guys investigate what's going on?
Full-grown person or like child crying?
Yeah, actually, I was gonna ask the same question.
Sounds like a person, like a full-grown person.
Okay.
Like a person.
Yeah. Sithis is saying like, "Hey, we have a mission. We gotta get out of here." Is that what you guys agree?
Swing is about helping people that are in need, so if he knows there's somebody that needs help.
Very well be in peril.
Yeah, I'm going with swing. I am going to snag an apple on my way though.
All right, so
I'm going to wait.
Old Scratch.
Roll
Stay with them.
Okay.
They will get you to the.
I'm going to say you're going to leave a coin for the merchant, are you not?
Toss a coin toss a coin to your apple merchant.
Yeah. What's the price of an apple? Like 2 copper?
Yeah, copper 2.
Okay, I leave 2 copper.
Yeah, I tell Old Scratch with the ones who are still going
Much
to
appreciated.
stay with them.
For the good of the community.
All right, old Scratch is like, "Thank you, Birdface. If we meet again, we shall drink mulled wine and count these days." And
Good idea.
So Old Scratch, Sithis is like, I am achieving the objective, and advances with Old Scratch. Does anybody else say, "Fuck that shit, I'm out"?
Yeah, I'm gonna go help.
I trust Surface to deal with this problem. I've got more pressing issues to deal with, such as the breaking down of this society. Which
I
pays
also will
fast.
take an apple, but I will leave the copper that the other citizen gave me for helping him.
All right, yeah. So Sithis, you advance with Old Scratch, and you make your way back. You're getting towards there. You come upon this awning, and this doorway to the north seems to be ajar.
I rush in, sword drawn.
All right, so let me just do some real quick fucking map work here.
Speed mapping.
Speed mapping. And, yeah, so you...
I'm a taxpayer.
Yeah, so... Now I just need a doorway. It is opened... Oh, fuck, I just took away the shadow. Wait, yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, hold on.
The door disappears.
Oh god.
The door disappears, and then all sorts of different shit goes on.
The door's a mimic.
It was ajar a second ago, so.
Yeah, so,
My goodness.
you come in here, and you see... Yeah, you see,
There's a centaur in there.
Yeah. You see this guard who looks a bit wounded, and he seems to be in a bit of a scrape. With,
Citizen, are you in need of assistance?
Yeah, so you see two thugs in here. One of whom is been wounded by the guy who looks like he's maybe like his neighborhood watch guard, you know?
Despicable.
Yeah.
The fastest path to coin is through legitimate means and access to government jobs.
Yeah, so Swing, do you want to step in or like?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get in.
Right,
Yeah,
so
I'm just gonna slip past her.
There we go.
Yeah, and Callus, you can be where you want, but yeah, I would say this is initiative.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna kill these people.
I'm going to sit in the doorway and yeah, I'm going to sit in the doorway and block anyone who tries to escape.
Oh yeah.
And where is
So,
my
the guard is like the guard looks and recognizes you, some of you, and says, "The Chartists are here. Have at you, knaves. This is your just due." And he seems to be pretty chuffed about this moment. And oh shit, Swing, you are the most initiative individual
Oh my
that anyone
god.
has.
I'm the most ready to go.
Anyone has ever encountered.
He goes on 22:15.
Holy shit!
22:15.
He's really in a hurry to get
He
this
starts
over
to-
with
I
and get that
want
crap
to eat
home.
my fucking crap. Let's get this stuff squared away, okay?
He's the world on 3
does not
shots of
eat well,
espresso.
right? You know?
Everything is shaking. All right, Swing.
While it's everybody else's turn, I'm gonna switch my computer's batteries
Yeah,
over.
so Swing, it is your turn. These two thugs are clearly trying to beat or kill this guard.
I'll move right up to this one. Well, take a good. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and use my last rage because I want to eat this crab.
I'm getting angry.
Ah, beans.
Alright, so the 13 hits. Roll damage.
Yes.
Yeah, these don't seem to be like well-armed, like mercenary types or anything. These just seem to be the common cold of crime. And you schluck off a significant portion of their health bar, between a third and a half. And it's a thug's turn. This thug is going to dash in and try and bash in this guy's brains with his mace. That is going to be 2 thudding hits for how much he has left, and then a fail on a death save.
Oof.
And when he goes down, he gets a success.
Alright.
So, and then the thug is going to advance up towards Bearheart, and I guess Bearheart's here, and yeah. All right. So that's the thug. That's Callus's turn.
Okay, I'm super not okay with that. So we're going to. I'm going to extend my hand past Burhart and fire an Eldritch Blast directly into the thug's face.
All right, that's a hit. Damage. All right. A ghostly cornea flows through his eyes and dyes their whites as you see a screaming terror of death within them, and he screeches. And,
Mein Augen.
You're right. It is Bearheart's turn.
Thug is still up.
Yep.
All right, I'm just going to there we go. Right over here, and I'm going to take my first attack at Thug. As soon as I pull up my character sheet, I am doing this with the just because I feel like doing some overkill. I'll transform Anger Vidal from the rope dart into the adder.
Amazing.
So you guys see the rope dart head suddenly turn into a viper's head.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
That is terrifying. And I say that in character.
So, yeah. So does Swing.
Does 13 hit?
Yes, it does.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And he also has to make a con save.
Well, let's see if the thug is feeling constitutional.
So he takes the 10 poison damage.
Yeah,
5
so
piercing.
you lay him low in a single dead.
And just because it's part of my ability, it'll just like flurry of blows, and I'll just touch the guard and heal him.
All right, how much?
It'll be my unarmed damage plus my. I'll bring it up here in a second. God damn it! I need to actually put something on my character sheet to do it.
Yeah, because this is a big marquee ability of yours. All right, yeah, so he's up at 6. He's like,
Yeah. You guys just see me reach over and just like hit a couple pressure points, and he gets back up.
and he's like, are you the bird surgeon? Amazing.
Yes.
And he's very excited. He's up. And we've got the thug's turn. The thug is going to try and bash in Swing's brains. With
You're gonna try.
He's not going to hit either time. The
No,
guard,
he's
who's been up and healed, comes around and tries to spear him from behind with oh shit, a crit.
not. Oh, yes.
So he badly mangles this guy. As this guy's like, he's swinging around this mace. And he's like, oh! The guard just stabs in the back, and he's like, die, foul thief.
Sweet, sweet revengeance.
Yeah, and it is Deputy Page's turn. Pat is still changing over her laptop battery, but if I had to guess, I would say that what Deputy Page would do in this situation is hold lauter zwei Hände und swing, ja. And, yeah. So that would be with advantage because of their positionality. We'll give it another go. That's a hit. That's 11 damage as they lay the thug low. And his blood just gets all over the carpeting. Oh, I just... Pat, I just took your turn for you. You killed him. Congratulations.
Good job.
Yeah, and the guard is like, oh, there were more outside. Did you see them?
We dispersed them.
They ran.
Good. I was trying to stop them from waylaying that cart. They forced me back here, and I was in a tough fight for my life.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Pay your taxes.
Certainly, yes. Thank you so much. I'll
Yeah,
remember
I
this.
kind of check him. He's like, "Are you okay for the rest of it?" Like,
He's like, yes, I should be fine. I'll,
While this,
when he says that, and the last guy falls. You see me just kind of like snap the rope dart, and the head goes back from the metal snake into the rope dart. And just
He's
coils
like,
around his hand.
oh my.
While that conversation is happening, I've turned around and am checking outside to make sure none of the others are coming back or
Yeah, roll me a
are
perception.
still
Likewise.
around.
Roll me a perception to make sure. And this commoner, by the way, you've got him back to his home. He says, "Thank you so much," and he goes back into his home.
You're welcome.
Okay. Okay.
Please refrain from any external
There's my perception.
excavations.
But considering some of the
Well,
thugs
this is an
went this
ongoing
direction, I'm going to go over there and make sure there's no thugs in that house the commoner just went in.
Sorry, so there's like 2 or 3 stories of this building. You can like search it, but meanwhile, something's happened a little bit further on because Detlev and Sithis have gone ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm just not going to be able to see anything ever. I'll just
I mean,
resigned
I'm not
myself to
gonna
my fate.
I'm not going to search the whole building. I just want to make sure the commoner did not run into a room with thugs.
All right, you pop in and you see that it's his like wife and uncle live there, and they're like, "We're so glad you're back. We were afraid of Storm." Yeah.
His uncle is one of the thugs.
And
plot twist.
so you
He doesn't
guys,
pay his taxes. Kill it.
Death to non-taxpayers.
yeah. So you arrive so there's been a serious collapse in this building. And it seems like maybe a bookstore, although almost all the books seem to be gone. And you notice, though, something slopping around in the building. Something kind of familiar looking through the window. Some slooges. You guys are here in this ruined market that most people seem to have vacated. And, you do see two men across the place in an under area trying to, like, boost their way into a door. And... oh, swing. I think that... oh, fuck. I need to make one of you guys... I need to make something that all of you guys control. So that you can see
I mean, this seems like a problem that'll solve itself. The slooges will eat the looters, so...
I was actually assuming we couldn't see it because we weren't there.
Oh,
Yeah.
so nobody else is seeing it. Oh, okay.
But I will just so you guys can see it, I will make you guys this eye. This terrifying Eye of Sauron eye. From Gag.
Nice.
So you guys should be able to see for
Beautiful.
So Detlev...
Beautiful.
to Detlev and Sithis, so...
I mean...
Do you
I was
just
kinda thinking the same
advance
thing.
bold-facedly straight through the street?
I mean...
The answer is fuck the
We
non-taxpayers.
do see this, like, eye thing, yes?
No, that is not diegetic. That is so your party members can see what's happening even though they're not here. Alright, so...
yeah, kind of off to the far side then,
okay,
but
yeah. Do you
otherwise,
guys
yeah.
want to give me stealth rolls to, like, make it by unnoticed?
Sure, why not? I'm sure this won't go terribly...
Fuck no? Alright, so say this, you're just like... But you're just, you know, out there with your armor and such.
I mean, with that roll, I'm not much better off.
Alright. So, the slooges do notice you, and they begin to, pour out. The looters are like, oh god, what the fuck is that? And, they begin to run.
My character would just be like, let them fight.
Yeah, so, you guys are near, there's a back street right behind you, and there's a back street above you. You could slide down either of them.
Do we know either of those go to where we're going?
I would say, how long has Sithis been in the city, and how long has Detlev been in the city?
I mean, is this the city I've got my freaking title in?
No,
or,
this isn't where you're a knight.
probably not terribly long.
Alright, you guys can roll survival to make your way through city streets as like a navigation roll.
There's my luck stat. Luck, yeah.
How long...
Good God.
Just so I have an idea, how long would it take us to catch up after dealing with the guards?
It was a brief fight of like 1 or 2 rounds, so I would say you guys are only like accounting for the time dilation. Like a minute later, you will arrive here.
Okay.
Alright,
I mean,
so...
I personally, as far as I know, Peru is the best option, but...
Yeah. So you guys...
I'll just make the call.
You guys managed to find your ways around. You guys managed to basically find your way in a circle, and then you go in here, and then you come out up here.
Fair enough.
And as that happens, the party arrives on the southern edge of it, and I go and grab everyone. I don't think you brought the guard with you. I think he stayed there to clean up the mess.
Yes, guard, please ensure that no more looters invade this area of the city.
Try not to die this time.
So you guys come up and you see there's some more of those slooges, and it looks like there may be more inside of that building. Yeah, it seems like it seems like there could be some coming from there. You guys also notice your pals in the northeastern corner, and you notice what appear to be some looters and some other criminals up here, and they seem to have,
it's on.
They seem to have thrown down some sort of like barricades, perhaps, and some of the slooges are like baiting them, but neither will advance.
I'm about to throw down some gauntlets here.
Have at thee, foul knave.
Yeah, so
Avanti, ye non-taxpayers.
Yep.
Come at me, broeth.
yeah, so basically so I'm assuming, does everyone with the South Party engage the slooges?
Oh, I'm
Of
so
course.
totally fucking engaged.
All right, and what about those in the northeast? Do you guys? Are you guys gonna try and?
That's a fitness call, really.
You guys could try one more survival to turn around, get back up the street, and find a way out and to the fifth. It's still possible you can get out here without exposing your charge to any more encounters.
My character
Yeah,
just
so
be
it
like,
looks like
engaged.
we'll
combat.
Or
survival this.
or you could just
Yes.
hunker down and keep him safe while the rest of us clean house.
Oh shit, Detlev, 22 survive. So Detlev, you're going with them?
Yep.
All right, yeah. So this crew pieces out, and they slip their way back towards the area where it is, and they hear the sounds of Hime, somewhat drunkenly being like, "Not near the fucking tea house," and just people screaming as like a katana just like eats and eats and eats, and you arrive at a blood-slicked street where you see like a mix of like looters and slooges just like decimated, and she's like, "Hey, oh, yeah, Niku says she wants that satyr back at the bar. I mean, the tea house. I mean, fuck, tell her to get me one of those teas." And your way is clear.
This is why I hang out here.
Yeah, so you guys extract. So Burhart, Callus, and Swing. Sorry, I removed your old initiatives. I should have just kept them. But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Huzzah!
This is appropriate.
Okay, yeah, you got it.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, this is such a combat-heavy session, but yeah.
Not a problem. I'm a combat-heavy character.
I was about to say, how does a monk have an initiative of 0?
I was built to kill non-taxpayers.
All right, so the three southernmost slooges engage you. The two ones up here seem to be drawing to engagement with these people who are like using slings and shit to try and take them down. Well, let me say this: you see some. They look like citizens.
Yeah, sorry, I'm responding to chat. Go ahead.
They look like citizens, and they look like they are armed, and they have fortified the street in response to a slooge advance, and they are defending themselves and their street against the slooges.
Okay, they're taking the government into their own hands, as one should. Good.
Oh,
I'm gonna deal with these monsters.
Can I say I activated Armor of Agathis on the way over here, considering how much we've been fighting through the streets?
Sure, you pop Armor of Agathis on your way over here, and it is Callus's turn now.
All right, so I'm going to just swing at the closest gray slooge with or not swing, but shoot at the closest gray slooge with a ray of frost, and it's going to miss.
Like, and you can position yourself where you want, but I think that's pretty much your turn, and we can pop over to Swing.
Swing is gonna go ahead and
this gives me 10 temporary hit points.
Move right up there.
Alright.
And I'm going to huck a javelin at the closest slooge.
Alright. Pop that shot.
Do.
What was that question, Callus?
What is this green ring for? Is that for temporary hit points?
You can put temporary HP in there, yeah.
Okay.
You did say that was a hit?
Yeah, correct. Hit javelin's a hit, you can roll me that damage.
Oh, wait, no, that shouldn't be raging.
Yeah, I know
I
you're
don't
not
know why.
raging. You can, there's a checkbox.
There we go, yeah.
But
I thought I clicked it.
So you deal a meaty 7 as it through.
Yeah.
It is Burhart's turn.
Burhart. Alright. So...
Oh, just as a bonus action, Swing bellows out in rage because he wants to eat his crab, and everything's stopping him from doing that.
Alright. Got my rope dart. Whip it over there. Where are you? There you are.
The storm swirls about you as violence unleashes. Yeah, okay, so you rope dart him. Give me that damage.
Go away, weird thing. Sorry. I had a pop-up come up as I'm right-clicking on it.
It's okay, because diegetically that works as something you would say to the slooch.
Yeah, I was like...
Go away, weird thing. And now, correct me if I'm wrong, that does count as a melee weapon, correct?
Yeah.
Alright. The Grey Slooge is going to attempt...
It just got reach. That's all.
Yeah, it's going to attempt to catch it, intertwining itself. And so a 20 does meet or exceed. So you either choose to drop it or grapple. If you have a bonus action left, you try and yank it right now.
Or I could step in and use Flurry of Blows.
Yeah, because I mean it's holding on to it, but you can step closer. Just...
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna step closer and do Flurry of Blows and say fuck this.
All right.
Oh, damn. Okay, hold on. That's me, maybe.
There we go, she.
Bugger.
That's a hit.
Oh, is it a hit?
9 AC.
And Flurry of Blows is 2. Oh, that definitely hits.
Okay.
And additional damage.
All right. And yeah, so you guys have done. Yes, you've done. So yeah, you've done some damage. It is Deputy Page's turn. Deputy Page. Casual reminder: you can drop seals if you want.
I don't know what those are, and they're not in my spell shit.
When you hit, basically, the next
They're
time
not
you or
in
your
my-
ally hit them, it does an extra 2d6 damage, and if you're within 30 feet, you gain 2 HP. You heal 2 HP per dice
Per
roll.
die.
Is it a bonus action?
To drop a seal, I think so.
Okay, yeah, I'll drop a seal on this guy and then attack. It looks like a 7. So not hitting.
But you got one of your seals
seals
down.
be in my?
You might keep.
Should seals be in my?
Green bar, not a bad place to track them. It's your. I have class resource. Your class resources off on the middle right. I do have them listed there. So that's Deputy Page's toss, and we're now Grey Slooge's turn. A Grey Slooge advances out of this building and gets up to, well, so dashing. It gets up to here.
Character sheet.
And it's another Grey Slooge's turn. And this Grey Slooge would seek to move 20 feet and then try and thwap Bearheart. And by the way, you notice that this summit intact stall has lots of leather goods, like leather clothing and sheaths and stuff. Saddles. Pseudopod does not break your AC. It is a different Grey Slooge's turn. It is this Grey Slooge's turn. This Grey Slooge will step around you here. Pseudopod. Advantage 17 does hit. 7, 8, 9. Do you have any reactions or any other monk shit you want to do? I'm assuming that's no. Callus.
All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fire a Ray of Frost at the
Weakest?
Spooge.
yeah, at the that one there, and then I'm going to move once I do that. But first,
Hit.
yay!
Damage.
It hits.
Alright, that does 4 overall, as your weak blow is magnified by their vulnerability. and you're free to move where you like, and you have Armor of Agathis, which I think just ups your AC, but I'm not sure.
It did not increase my AC. It gives me 10 temporary hit points, and when I get hit, anything that hits me, as long as I have those temporary hit points, will take 10 points of cold damage.
Amazing.
Armor back at this is so much fun.
Yeah,
I had no idea you were going to come here with frost magic, but this worked out so well.
1, 2, 3,
Kinda
4,
did.
5.
Wish I had plus magic. Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move up to melee, drawing my sword as I come.
Alright, and it is Swing's turn.
Let's see. Swing is gonna move. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. In front of this one.
Alright, so how do you get... So do you risk ops?
Did
or...
Oh, wait, I guess I would have moved past that one. Yeah, I'll stay right there.
Alright, for that flanking attack?
Yep, go ahead and do that. Do-do-do-do.
Alright, that's it. Roll damage.
Ah.
That's 5 damage there. The Grey Sludge is going to, because their turns come up again, they still have the reaction. They're going to try and catch, and they are. So you are presently caught by them. Do you want to try and make that strength to pop them out with your bonus, or?
Yep, I'll go ahead and do that.
All right, strength check.
It's working now? Can you
Yeah, I'm
hear
hearing
me?
you.
Am I doing?
Yep.
Strength check. Just roll strength.
Yep, just roll a strength check. It's the word strength. Yep, and
Beans.
and if you were raging, you'd get the bonus, but you were not.
Nope, I'm out of rage.
All right, so that's swing. It's Berhardt's turn.
Woo. So that one I dealt with is dead. That's nice.
No, it's right here.
Oh, I just couldn't see it there.
It's very little HP, but it's still alive.
Wunderbar.
Did it actually hit me? I'm showing damage on my.
Yeah, it did hit you. Where was it?
Where?
For 7 bludgeoning and 2 acid. Right before my turn started.
It didn't break. Neither of those attacks beat my AC.
Wait, so it moved into a flanking position. Thank you, Arson, for following us. So, is your AC not 16?
Yeah, but who is it flanking with?
Sloosh to
New
Sloosh.
follower can name non-named characters on the map, such as those Slooges if you want.
Spooge isn't flanking me with someone who's not attacking me.
There's a Slooge on either side of you. They both
No.
attacked you.
There is indeed a Splooge on the
Swing's
other
character
side.
is on the other side of me.
Swing
Got
is...
it.
There's a Slooge
And
between you and
the
Swing.
Not on my screen.
What?
My screen.
Yes.
I am standing with a Spooge on one time and Swing on the other.
Hold
There's
on.
only one.
Refresh your screen.
Pull up the Twitch. Like, is this like a... It
I
could be a
mean-
Roll20 glitch.
I see it.
Yeah, I see
Yeah,
too.
that what I'm seeing on Twitch is not what I'm seeing on Roll20.
Oh, God. Maybe... I'll try moving you and seeing if it updates. Now?
No, I'm still seeing Swing on one side and the Splooge on the other.
God damn. Roll20 is
Weird.
annoying.
I don't even
Other than
understand
refreshing the
how that
page, I
would be
can't think of a way to
possible.
fix that.
I'll refresh the page to see what's going on here. Yeah, so I was very confused about those wounds because
Yeah, no, I see.
there was only one Splooge at melee range on my screen.
I'm kind of surprised none of them have gone at me. I
There,
still have full health. I
there
don't
is
think
one
it's
who you
the
have
damage.
flanking on who only has 6 HP left that your Oak Dart is inside of, if you want to kill it.
Well, I just reloaded this, and it took me to Crown Breakers for some reason.
Oh, fuck.
What on
Give me a second here, because Roll20 has apparently lost its shit.
That's fair. So if you
Well,
want me
would
to...
you like me to take my turn because it doesn't actually affect you? I don't think.
I mean, yeah, go ahead. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here.
I mean, they have the same initiative. They technically go at the same time.
Yeah, so Deputy Page,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I'm gonna fire a javelin at the one that I don't don't have any allies attacking.
All right, that's a hit. Roll damage.
Okay, now I see. Now it's what it shows.
Very low AC. All right, so 7 plus that. Good.
Yeah, you pop it. 7, 8, 9, 10 for that treachery. And you knock off 10 of his HP. It's down to 27, 37. And we're still resolving Berhard as well.
A lot more HP having than I thought. Or HP, I mean. Alright, that was my turn. I probably would have made a move boop maybe. That was mine.
There we go. Okay, now I see what's there properly. Okay.
The rope dart is still inside of the guy with 6.
I am going to try to finish that guy off with a melee attack here.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Roll me that damage. Yeah. On the money, you rip your rope dart that's inside of him, and it tries to hold on, and then quivers and splits like cut jello in half.
Okay. I will then, use my bonus action to attack the other one with another unarmed attack. Let's fuck these guys. That's a no.
Sadly, by 1. Debt be paid. Has already taken her turn. Oh yeah, and Grace Luge gets their turn. I would say that the Grace Luge is going to try and rush over on top of the corpse of its fallen Slooge compatriot and slooge up a bit of it. That's weird.
Oh.
And then it tries to pseudopod Callus.
Okay.
And it realizes that was a mistake a little too late.
Does it actually hit me?
Well, actually, on the money. 13, right?
Yep.
So
it hits me. So how much damage does it do?
4.
Okay, so I take 4 points out of my temporary hit points, and it takes 10 points of cold damage,
which
double
means 20. Oh god, the whole pseudopod that hits you freezes to ice and then breaks off, and the damage is all the shards of ice that are shattering all over you.
Beautiful.
But it goes into the armor bag at this bonus HP pool, so it's actually sort of jarring. Yeah, and more than half of it's off. It's like, oh! And we go back into this Gray Slooge, and this Gray Slooge advances twice to the south. And makes a pseudopod attack on Berhard. 20's a hit. 4 and 4 for 8. Any reactions?
Nothing I can do about it unless it's a ranged attack.
Nah, melee. So Callus, is your turn.
All right. I am in melee, so ranged attacks would not be a good thing. I'm going to swing my Ghost Blade two-handed. So it's versatile. I'm using long sword statistics for it, but I'm going to swing my Ghost Blade, and that is a 9. Excellent.
Hits on the money.
That is 6 points of slashing damage.
All right. Anything else?
Unfortunately,
no. Okay.
No.
You cut it a bit. It is Swing's turn. The thing in front of you is almost destroyed, Swing.
Yep. I'm going to take another crack at him.
A casual reminder that Debt Be Paid seal is on this Grace Luge, so the next time it gets hit, that's 2d6 damage. Alright, yeah, so that's a fucking hit. Roll that damage, Swing. And unless you got a 2, you just killed it. Yeah, no. 10 more than you need.
I think I got it.
You splatter it all over the place.
And I'm going to go ahead and move around in front of this boy.
Alright. And it is...
And I will be right back.
Alright, it is Berhard's turn. Berhard.
Let's just kind of... don't have much HP left, but... just go ahead and see if we can put an end to this thing.
Valid.
Alright, that's a fucking hit. Roll damage.
7. And then I get my bonus attack.
Martial arts, yeah.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of shocked that I still have full health.
Alright, and because you hit it, the seal pops. And it would heal Pat because she's within 30 feet, but she doesn't.
I don't care.
Pat, roll 2d6.
Me?
Pat is rolling 2d6. Yeah, your seal popped.
Ah, fucking Christ.
As a baleful interdiction strikes with a greedy golden glow.
Boom.
And 7 more damage is on him. Debt be paid. It is now actually your turn.
Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I declare a thumb war.
Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and hurl another javelin. And by the way, I've been going through the painstaking process of recollecting my javelins because of course I would.
Alright. Pop that shot. That's a hit. That's 8 damage. It breaks out the other side with a jello. And
yeah, unfortunately I do not get my
it's Grace Luge's turn. It's dead. It's Grace Luge's turn. It's alive. It is going to attack swing.
Bring it on.
And it's going to try and slooge you with a Sloojopod.
It's
It's going to miss terribly. It's going to be Callus's turn.
All right. Let's try one more ray of frost before I move into melee.
That's a hit. That's 8. Oh, 1 HP left. Swing. Swing. You're in flanking position. It's got 1 HP remaining.
Swing's coming up.
All right, and I'm gonna move into melee with it and leaving frosty footsteps with my armor back at this
That's a
rain
hit.
water.
Roll whatever damage you want. There's no way mathematically for you to not just brutalize this thing. As you just bring the axe, enters in what's left of the head, and just tears down through. The javelin inside blooms out on a chunk of it. It is done, and you see to the north.
My crab.
You see to the north. As you were wrapping up your encounter, so too did those to the north have theirs. There are casualties and damage, but when they see that you're fighting them, they shout to you, "Come here, quick! We don't know how many more might be coming out of the old bookstore."
Can we do an insight on that?
Yeah, sure.
To see if they're trying to BS us?
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna give a perception to see if there's anybody else I can see.
Swing. You know that these people are being presently completely honest in their intentions towards you. You don't think that these people are, like, the name looter and thug may or may not be a misnomer. They do seem to be armed, but there does seem to have been danger that would warrant them becoming armed. It's possible some of them are criminals or not, but they are presently acting in mostly a self-defense manner. You see there's a street behind them, and based on context clues, it seems to be the street where they live. So it's self-defense for them at this point.
And the bookstore,
I'm gonna rush forward.
The bookstore is where the sludges were coming from.
They've been coming out of the back of the bookstore, and there's one book that seemed to have dropped from someone who was trying to leave the bookstore.
Okay, I'm gonna go look through the window.
Mm-hmm.
And what do I see in there apart from the book on the floor? Anything interesting?
The hallway back into the rest of the store seems to be lined in some sort of strange sludgy substance.
Okay.
No, not into there, fair citizens. Seems like that place is kind of fucked. Know what I mean?
Yeah, so you want
how about this? I'm gonna step inside, and I'm gonna just ray of frost the sludge that's off in the hallway, and just try and keep it away from me. And I'm gonna grab this book here and see what it is.
Do you know Infernal?
Yes.
Figured.
Oh, same.
So, you find that this is a weighty tome that seems to be on some of the more... Night, Q Prime. something sort of a. Well, roll me actually an Arcana to get a first glance at this.
Okay.
It's got pictures. It's got symbols. It's doesn't seem to be anything good. Doesn't necessarily bad, but it seems to be perhaps a book of rituals. There's components called for here. There's some alchemical stuff. Some of it is actually not written in Infernal, but Joseon. Although you have the original Joseon has Infernal side by side with it, and you assume it's a translation. That's normally in alchemical texts and bestiaries. It's interesting. You don't really have time to read the whole book right now, but you.
No, I just wanted to take a quick glance, see what it was.
Yeah. Do you take it with you?
Yes. I will.
Or yeah. So you return. So Kylos grabs it. So do you guys approach this picket? Do you guys try and go through a side street? How do you advance?
Nope.
By picket, do you mean these concerned citizens who only want their
Yeah. The man steps forward and pulls off his hood and says, "My name is Friar Tuck."
Pleasure.
Delightful.
Does he have a quarterstaff?
He does, and he says, "I run the almshouse around here. We have a lot of people coming in who just couldn't get home during the storm. Things are obviously out of hand. I'm glad you came by when you did. It cost us a lot. And by the way, am I right in assuming one of you is a doctor? Because poor Timothy here is grievously wounded." Timothy goes,
One is Timothy?
The tiny one.
The negative 1 HP militia.
Of course.
Tiny Tim.
Lee, I rolled a nat 20 on my history check. Does the almshouse pay its taxes?
You know that the almshouse is a dreaded tax-exempt institution. But this is officially allowed by the charter because they are like by the council peers because they are actually. Or this Friar Tuck himself is part of a religious organization known as
religious exemptions.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, he's actually he works for an entity known as the Father of Mercy, and while he's not part of the temple or any mainstream religion, and not many people believe what he believes, he is allowed to operate his almshouse and help the people because it is to the benefit of the people.
Okay.
Basically, he's a good guy. So
he's a good guy. He's a little off-put to see debt be paid. He knows who you are. He sees the infernalness of the armor.
I would imagine most people do.
Yeah, but he's happy to see you guys, and he says, "I saw some people by earlier with a satyr. Do you know who they are?"
Yes, they are fellow Chartists.
Oh, good. Your Chartists. Excellent. Good to have the city's vanguard on our side in these trying times.
Yeah,
well,
I don't know.
You expect us not to be Charters? Come on, look at me.
He pops up at a 6, and he's like very healthy. He's like, saved me after you helped do a real quick skin graft, and some of his booty is now on his chest, but he's not gonna die, and he's so grateful. He's like, thank you so much. This is all I have, and he offers you a pouch of 10 silver.
I just hold my hand up and stop. No.
I'm like, take it. It's your due.
He's like, you're too kind. He kind of looks awkwardly at get you paid, and then back to you, and back. He's like, thank you so much. If you ever need anything, my door is open to you.
Thank you.
And so.
That's not how taxes generally work.
Friar Tuck is like, yes, that good-for-nothing wizard and his damned bookstore. Now we've got all sorts of things coming out of it after some lightning struck the place.
Yeah, we saw some of those gray sluges back in the... What was it? What was the name of the park?
Council Park.
Okay, back in the council park. I'm not sure it's the wizard's fault.
Strange.
But,
that is quite far away. Well, either way, we haven't seen heads or tails of him since the storm started, but mostly we're just trying to bunker down. We'll do what we can here, but we appreciate any help the Chartists have to offer this effort.
Lee, did I see Friar Tuck do anything actually against the
yeah,
the
Friar Tuck is wounded and his cloak is singed, and he clearly actually attacked them.
Oh, good. I give him a silver.
He's like, "You're too kind. I will use this to help the almshouse." And he's like, "Well, Chartists."
No, use it to recoup your losses.
Of course.
You served the country well.
Well, I imagine you'll want to catch up with your compatriots, but we'll be holding the situation down here. I won't quit the scene until whatever the situation is resolved.
You're doing your duty, as one should.
Thank you.
Day, citizen.
And with that, you guys are free to advance.
What?
Oh, this character.
Alright, so yeah, I'll gather you guys up, and
I'm sorry.
yeah.
It's so fun.
Let me zoom out a bit and scroll around, and yeah. So you guys have moved through here, and you have uncovered this other location, Sloogy Bookstore.
Okay.
Yeah, what if nobody's seen the wizard? Back inside, towards the back of the bookstore, there was plenty of that slooge around, so I'm not sure anyone's going to be seeing him ever again.
You guys arrive as the streets around the Fifth Watch are blood-slicked, but this area is pretty quiet, and as you return to the Fifth Watch, it's pretty clear that Hime, the Sword Sommelier, has continued to do her job and keep the city safe.
And it's also engulfed the place in perfect blackness.
Yeah, so you guys arrive, and ahead of you arrived Detlev, Sithis, and of course Old Scratch, who is talking to Niku. And you've all arrived. Oh, okay. Sithis, can you roll me either persuasion or intimidation?
I can. I have expertise in one of them, so we'll start there. Oh, I don't have my token. I don't have my token. There we go. Or it's just lagging like hell. Okay, my bad.
Yep. And Detlev, what would you do? What would Herr Detlev do after arriving?
I mean...
Get a drink?
Well, I mean, if the tea house was still under attack at the time, he'd hang out front.
It's not under attack. Hime basically, like, there was some sloogery and some attempts at, like, quick, like, strong-arm banditry, and she very quickly put them down, and let's just say fear will keep the outer planets in line.
He's looking for an excuse to hang out with Hime.
Yeah, she's...
I think I like Hime, too.
She's presently retired to her room to recover from her hangover, but yes.
Sithis,
meanwhile, you guys notice there's guards in the streets. Like the street guards and like whatever militia are around of this district of downtown. There's not like a standing army style, like this isn't Faerun. There's not like 20 people in matching cloaks. But there are like basically glorified block captains and like the common citizenry who answer calls to arms when shit goes sideways. Those, like, there is some guard and militia, and out front, Sithis has marshaled them, and they seem to be out and about and active, because you know the Chartists have summoned them, and there's danger afoot.
I'll assist.
So
Company,
I'm just gonna,
the country pays me well.
Mm-hmm.
I'll assist as well. I'm still, in top form.
All right, yeah. So you guys, yeah. So does anybody? Sorry, yes.
I'm just gonna get them. I'm not really a saving people type of person, so I'm not really trying to muster up people to save anyone. However, I do think there's going to be just like chaos and looting in the streets, so I kind of would like people with me to deal with that.
Okay, so you're trying to restore order.
Because shit seems to be going down hardcore.
That's a move.
Yeah. So you do notice, however, that like this district is
like,
top.
Yeah.
This
lawful character.
This portion of the district is
Like
perfectly secure. It seems that like the mere thought of crossing Hime is enough to scare people off from like a several block radius. So this hex on the map, you do a sweep, and it's a clean sweep. Nobody's doing anything. The guards and militia are a little bit concerned, but they follow you. It seems to be safe. Adjacent areas might be under duress, but that's not immediately evident as you walk around. So you do a clean sweep, and meanwhile, who goes into the bar or who the tea house? Oh yeah, okay. So here that
I do to drop off my crab.
Yeah, okay. So you let me go get that giant crab from that street.
I just figured I was carrying him around without needing to say it.
Yeah.
Like 2 short rests worth of time to make the crab stew.
All right. So yeah. And do you want to claim this southwesterly like little like quadrant to like sit and drink in?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I think that's like my regular table when I'm there.
Yeah. So.
But obviously, I'll go back to the kitchen to make the crab.
Yeah. So
I appreciate that.
So give me a proficiency with your cook's tools.
Do I have anybody helping me cook?
I would say that there is like one of the people who works there, and they're like, "Big crab," and they help to advantage. All right, yeah. And with that, everybody wants to. The southwest corner of this bar is the place, or the tea house is where your Konung's crab stew is. So you could just enjoy some Konung's crab stew.
Wait, that 9 was insight on Afghan's character?
Oh, I want that crab.
Yeah, you guys are free to rest, to take a short rest or whatever. What was that, Pat?
The 9 was an insight on SJN's character. How well do I know him?
He's arrived in the past few months. He's a doctor. He's on the Chartist side. You know him decently. You know he's on you enough to trust him and recommend him as a doctor.
Okay.
What are we talking about? Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Also,
he's a crow man.
Would I trust him with a bag of the country's gold?
Thank you, ability to give himself.
But Herr Detlev is around as Old Scratch scratches the floor and says, yes. I bring ill portents. It seems I have arrived a little too late. And he unfurls something, and he like smashes a grape on it, and text appears, written in Kiho. Niku reads it aloud. Jikuhara's shaft sunders shores, the divine wind blows. Kings of iron bring ashes from below. She looks at Old Scratch, and she's like, so, Schmeidku. I fear the worst. Damn it. Well, good thing we have a lot of people around. And, it seems like, the situation is just beginning here in Freistadt, as miasma, and strange blue flames, and slooges, and crabs gone wild set in. Additionally, the Fifth Watch has gained the resource Kingly Chitin, in case anybody wants to make some chitin armor and have the skills or are professional to do so.
Oh yeah, this chitin would be
good on that.
Big enough to make armor on.
Yeah, and with that,
also we have a shit ton of crab.
Yeah, and you cook
so much crab.
Yeah, so there's crabs back on the menu.
I mean, what size were these crabs?
So the crab.
This was the king crab.
Yeah, this was a large creature.
Oh, this was the large size.
Yeah.
So we're looking at like what?
Meat's back on the menu.
800 pounds of crab. I'm cooking for a while.
It's all you can eat crab fay.
Swing's just sitting right in front of you. Keep it coming.
Yeah, so you guys...
Oh, with my 20 roll in the kitchen, I am just like Gordon Ramsaying this bitch back there. You occasionally hear me yell at one of the other staff, fucking donkey!
Oh my god, that crab. What?
Alright, so,
we have a meal. we need like the Skyrim or the Final Fantasy 15 bonuses from having the really good meals.
Yeah.
Uh,
So yeah.
Kingly crab.
So you guys are free to post yourselves up wherever you think you'd usually be in the Fifth Watch, because we are going to like transition here to the post show. But is there anything someone would want to do in the safety of this area?
I would like to ask you a question.
Yes.
Where are taxes generally received?
So there is like, generally speaking, there's like local collection offices, and then they move to Council Island. Unfortunately, you learn of some ill news. The bridge is out.
Can I wait it?
Wait. Oh no.
No, you're gonna need a some sort of a vehicle, and that would be like a whole that's a quest. Like if you want to deliver the taxes,
all right.
if you want to like gather and deliver the taxes, that's literally a quest you can go on.
Let's go.
Local. All right. You know what? In the meantime, if in between sessions, I'm gonna do it.
Let's go.
I am a driven motherfucker.
Was the king crab shell big enough to make a boat out of?
I mean, you could make a raft.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, you can make like a canoe. Kind of.
Do you guys want to make a king?
Okay.
King crab canoe.
How much would it be to make me a breastplate out of that stuff?
Well, so you'll need. So here's the thing: you don't presently have a smith on hand. There is like a local blacksmith for like small stuff, but almost all like serious blacksmiths are in Schmeidku, the district 1 north of yours, where that big blue flame is surrounding Stahl Shrine.
Oh, that's a problem.
Where, by the way, most of the a whole bunch of people from the city are buried there.
Oh fuck!
Oh, that's
beans.
Because the shrines double as graveyards.
What about that place?
That's an even bigger problem.
What a
So yeah,
bummer.
but if you guys wanted to say go get a blacksmith or a crafter who can fashion chitin armor, because you're probably not going to melt it down, that would be absolutely a quest. Do you want to ask Niku if she knows of anybody?
Yes, I want to ask about getting some chitin armor made, because I want something better than this leather.
Chitin armor crafter. She knows of people in Salzhafen and Luftmundel who
By the
know
way, I would
what
have paid
they're
everybody
doing
10
with
gold
it.
from the 80 that I got.
Okay, so everyone gets 10 gold.
Yeah.
Blacksmith.
Hooray!
The rest is going to the city. Don't rejoice.
Who kinda,
Unless you love your city, in which case rejoice.
And would know Schmeidku. So yeah, so you guys know that if you wanted to get like a chitin armor crafter, just go and get them. Salzhafen or Luftmundel would be places where you can get them. Salzhaven, weird miasma. Luftmundel, far side of Schmeidku. Or you just go to Schmeidku and get someone who's like, well, I know how to make metal armor, I guess I'll try.
Metal, crab shell, it's the same thing.
I could use an alchemist. That would be helpful.
An alchemist. Now, you know of one very good alchemist in Gerberstrasse.
Which is where on this map?
I shift pinged it, but north and east of Onakuplatz, on the far side of Haku. Now, Haku is controlled by the Three Blades, who are maybe not the best friends to the Chartists because they don't like the fact that their guilds haven't been recognized. Barbers, tailors, and butchers do not have recognized guilds.
They need to unionize, bitch.
They have, and they've expanded, and they basically run Haku. They are not necessarily the best friends of the Chartist faction.
See, an alchemist would be a friend to all of us for making health potions, being able to make health potions and things.
You can buy all sorts of stuff if you can make it to. And let me pull up
we could just not tell everyone we're Chartists.
You're a good member of the city.
Yeah, we can put up Willkommen on Freistadt. Yeah, but at the same time, some of your members are going to be a little bit more conspicuous than others.
So, considering what has just gone down, we spend. I assume we spend our crab dinner discussing what the hell we're gonna do about all of it.
All you can eat crab buffet, bitches. That shit does not, that doesn't store well. So, eat it while it's fresh.
Yeah, so you guys eat.
Over that goes bad, I'll just use it as a poison.
There we go, multi-purpose.
Yeah, you guys eat yourself raw, and yeah, what are there any things that you'd like to plot doing next in the city before we enter feedback phase?
Okay, well, considering the situation, we're probably going to be very busy for the next while. I'm of the opinion we
Good point. Arson.
gather. Huh?
Sorry?
What?
Arson Rep said, "Why not use the chitin together like leather?" That's a good point.
Yeah, so you need someone to like handle like making.
Yeah, you still need an armor to do that.
Yeah.
You can basically use it, but you do still need an armor.
Which you have caught me in one of the rare times that my character does not know how to make smith armor weapon.
Yeah. The so I'm of the opinion that we head out into the city at various to the various districts and gather up a support staff, for lack of a better term, people to centralize what our recovery efforts after whenever this storm decides to die down.
That's why I think we should acquire the aid of the alchemist first.
Yeah, and
They can provide us with health potions, can spread the medicine faster than I can alone.
yeah. So Old Sang the alchemist is in charge of Gerberstrasse, which is on the far side of Haku from you guys, up against the wall, and offering the best goods for the best price. From Tannin to Alchemist's Fire, you can buy shit there. It's in the Willkommen in Freistadt document, which is pinned in OOC Tavern if anybody wants to read along. But yeah, and you can look up stuff about the various districts.
Now, would this be a guy I've met before, considering what I traffic in and everything?
You know Old Sang. You know that Old Sang, Gerberstrasse is influenced by the Three Blades, but he wants to keep them independent of the Three Blades Chartist conflict.
Yeah.
So he wants to be Switzerland. Whether or not he can stay Switzerland is unclear, but he does have a big fuck-off border with Haku.
Sure. So do he and I have a good relationship, like a Rion?
I think that he's probably... He knows you're a doctor, and you probably, like, paid him actual money for shit, so he's probably thinks of you as...
I'm just coming in there and be like, I need this for medicine.
Yeah, he thinks of you as a good customer.
And every so often I need this as a poison.
Yeah, he doesn't have to make questions about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that you have a fine relationship with him. But think of him as like something between like the clerk you always see and your friendly local weed man.
Which is probably also something bought from him.
Yeah.
Stuff some herbs at the end of this Plague Master.
Other than that, any other agenda items before I get us to the feedback phase?
No.
All right, we can talk about this in the Discord. I'm just trying to get it out while we have people at the round table. But yeah, now we're going to do something which we have enough time that I'm not going to have Swing go first, but Swing, I'll have you go soon. But we do this thing at the end of every session called Favorite Least Favorite We Want to See More of. And it's exactly what it sounds like on the tin. The fastest way to explain it is to ask Pat, favorite least favorite what you want to see more of.
Hey, all right. So I loved this. I was a little bit unsure as to whether I would love it as much as I did, but honestly, I loved it. You did very well in the encounters, I would say. You prepped very well. The maps were all laid out beforehand, very nicely, in fact. The combats seemed appropriate. I loved the twists where it was like, yes, we're fighting the crabs. But then the storm strikes and now we're fighting the slimes as well. I wonder what would have happened had we not dealt with the crabs in a timely fashion. Maybe it would have been two-timed.
Yeah.
Would have been very interesting. But no, I there was plenty to explore, plenty to do. It felt really nice. Really like a solid encounter and a solid adventure as well. Great job on that. What I disliked. So that was a little bit... That was an unrefined response to your question. What did I like and what didn't I like? But, what didn't I like? let me think. My only issue is that it did seem like we kind of had a time limit on us. Everybody was mentioning that we did, and it didn't actually end up amounting to anything. If we had a time constraint on us, it might have been beneficial for you to mention, like, yes, the storm keeps growing worse, and it is likely that you won't be able to get back to where you were going if the storm gets worse and you're not where you're going. Mm-hmm. Or perhaps you could have said, yeah, the storm's bad, but you got time if you're gonna adventure in the storm, that's fine. You don't really have a serious time constraint. It would have been nice if you'd weighed in one way or the other as to whether the time constraint was something we were perceiving or something you were actually mechanically intending to implement. So that would be, I guess, my complaint, is perhaps you could have been more insightful in those regards.
Certainly.
Yeah. What I want to see more of. Honestly, I love this character. I was kind of reticent about playing an Ogre when I figured they're mostly dark paladins, but I feel like it's kind of unique enough that it deserves its own class. And frankly, I'm really enjoying playing this character. The character, the class, it all works super well together. I know that's not something necessarily that you have control over, although you did definitely mention that the guy who made this class, all of his stuff was to be on the usable block. So, obviously I would pursue that. I think you've done a very, very excellent job of introducing the world of Rosen. That would be my feedback.
Excellent. So, now Swing, I know that you have the hardest time limit here, so I figured I'd have you go next. But basically, just tell me something you liked, something you didn't like, and something you'd like to see more of.
Well, like I said, this was the first time I've ever done any of this kind of stuff, so I don't have anything to compare it to. But I really like what you've done with all of this, the maps, every time we go to a different spot, there's a new development within the city. And, I mean, overall, I don't have anything to complain about, because I don't have anything to say that is better with. I know, being my first time, it's kind of rough and go for me, but I'll get the hang of it, and hopefully I can do more for you guys on it.
Yeah, for sure.
And, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I had a hell of a fun time.
And what do you want to see more of?
More crab. Swing
By the way,
Swing has found a love for crab now. He grew up as a poor boy, and crab is delicious. Yeah. Crab.
Now, so everyone on following us on Twitch knows, this is a high user feedback stream. Literally, part of the reason that crabs and slimes and oozes were the main enemies was I ran a poll and I was like, what do you want to see as some of the first low-level enemies they faced in Innenstadt or downtown Freistadt? And crustaceans, Anke got one vote, and crustaceans, giant crustaceans, and slimes and oozes. So I decided Sludge was the combination of the two. One up. Yeah, and I've got a variety of them that you're going to be introduced to as part of this developing plot. And yeah, so very feedback driven. We're going to have wild magic surges and stuff driven by donations once I have that rigged up, but we're also going to have channel points being able to be used to introduce elements into the city. So that's going to be very exciting. And also, there's council voting in the Discord based on reacts in the Freistadt category, bringing us to the fact that this past week, so the week before, they voted to hire the Shaltir company because the voting started post-storm, but the game started pre-storm. Anyway, we're up back at the same time, and after you guys do this, the next day pretty much, the council votes to hire the Shaltir company, who are a mercenary company who are good at restoring order to places, or it's their specialty, and then to deploy them to quarantine Vendig-Volenheim because some sort of a sickness has arisen there and they don't want it to spread.
I wonder if that has anything to do with those oozes.
Anybody listening who needs to vote on the kind of things we face, give us a building-sized crab at some point.
Yes. Yes.
I think that everybody here likes killing crabs.
Huge crab.
At least one
a big crab with magic.
Yes.
One big enough to
Oh, jeez. I might actually need to take dominate monster.
Oh my
That's
god.
it.
Open up
I had
the
this
back out of its body.
In one of my 5e books, I have a CR-18 super intelligent spellcasting crab that is gargantuan sized, and it collects a horde like a dragon.
That's terrifying.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, just
Anyway,
a
next.
massive crab scuttling sideways at you. You'd be like, you done fucked up, bro. I'm like,
I feel like there was one of those in Moana.
Right, so least favorite, like some more of, want to see more of rather. Bleh. Who is next on the list?
Yeah, so I think Sithis. I think we're getting your favorite least favorite we want to see more of.
Okay. I don't know how to categorize that kind of stuff, so I'm just gonna kind of talk, right?
Yeah, just throw it at me. Throw it at me.
Right? I'm with Pat. I like the character. I know you don't have much to do with that, but I feel that it has a lot of the things that I wanted out of another character that I made that I kind of just had to shoehorn together. So that's neat. I was a little bit worried about having two of them on the team, but it doesn't seem to be a problem at all.
Yeah, you filled two different roles.
Yeah. The one dislike I did have is dislike not having a healer, but I mean that's anyone who's ever played any video game ever.
Technically speaking, you did have a healer. It's just that he has like kind of smaller heals. Because your monk can punch heal people.
Punch heal.
yeah, and I did actually
really
heal you
cool.
for 4 points at one point with it.
That
Yeah.
should go in the likes category. Likes, punching, healing. I like professionalism, right? Because I try and build my characters knowing the rules, so like fitting into what they can and can't do. And other people who play like that, like they know what they can and can't do. It all fits together really well, I feel.
Yeah.
Even the person who wasn't really familiar with the system didn't run into any hardcore roadblocks or anything like that just couldn't get figured out.
Although, casual reminder, all feedback during this phase is supposed to be directed at me and things I can control. Yeah. But
Okay.
continue.
My bad.
No, it's all good. I didn't tell you that, so it's my bad. You go.
Okay. So I mean, I enjoyed fighting stuff. I feel bad that I pulled the guy out of combat. I didn't really mean to do that. I was just trying to like stray away because my mic wasn't working. I wasn't trying to rail anyone's game. But I don't think there was. I enjoyed it. I played through. I got to kill some things. We got to save some people, and there's a lot going on to explore in the future. So that's exciting to think about.
Pull who out of combat out of curiosity?
You.
I thought it was you because the one.
Oh, it was me, but don't feel bad, like at all. I am the player that I was okay. I was fine.
I'm
just happy to be here.
Game. I'm excited to see more. I mean, I feel like we didn't have enough time to really. That's how I feel like that we didn't have that it wasn't long enough. Weird. But other than that, it was really fun. I just feel like I could add more.
Oh, okay, yeah. So like, it could have been longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, liked it. Could have been more of it. And of course, like as we're going forward, Freistadt, you'll be able to coordinate with amongst people who have similar time available as to you, and you guys can go as long as you want. I think the average Freistadt session will be 3 to 4 hours, but I can go longer. So that's what you want. So that's all right. And with that, what do you want to see more of?
What do I want to see more of? I like killing things, right? So having Mont tokens that take up a whole bunch of tiles on the map is really fun. House-sized crabs, also a good thing to think about. But like scary shit that like when you see the token, you're like, oh shit, what the fuck is that, right? Like that's the kind of stuff I like seeing on the map when I play.
Yeah. Excellent. And with that, unless you have anything else, I think we can pop over to 12.
I mean, you know me. I love the fact that I can do someone would debate completely ridiculous stuff, such as this crab riding. Not that I've ever done that sort of thing in any of our games previously. Disliked. God.
I mean, never ridden a crab before, but you rode a giant fuck all dinosaur bird.
And I played a giant robot. I was being facetious. I do ridiculous shit in our games all the time. Semi-ridiculous. Dislike. I was hoping to, like... We didn't have the time for it, so not really on you, but, like, the wave combat in front of the tea house with, the drunk samurai, whose name I've forgotten.
Hime? More Hime?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Was hoping for a Hime scene.
The real reason I hadn't been showing you, because like I meant to go and pick out her token, but I hadn't yet. Yeah, that's why.
Well, and there wasn't time, so don't even worry about it. Want to see more of Hime?
Yeah, no, it's all good if you bounce. Thank you so much for coming. But that's probably why I did you early in the process.
All right, see you guys. Have a good one.
All right, and so you want to see more Hime? What was your favorite part?
The crab riding. You know, I love being able to get away with that nonsense.
Yeah. Was there any weakest point for you in terms of the encounters?
Yeah. It was. I was hoping to have, hold the line combat outside of the tea house, which more so of a time thing, but that's how these things go.
Yeah. Also, part of the thing that I wanted to do was establish that like the 5th Watch in its district are actually safe. So that way you can feel empowered to just range out. I might toy with that, but there are some things that everyone who does a West Marches will tell you, and one of them is like don't have adventures in town, but like this is a whole city, so like I compromise in text.
I'm sure I'll get hold the line combat down the line.
But some hold the line combat. Yeah, absolutely, you can get that sort of experience.
And more Hime.
More Hime. So, what do you want to do? All right, yeah. So that's good. And anything else, or
no? As for what I as a character want to do, that was just kind of like, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's go do that.
All right. Eric. Favorite. Want to see more?
I mean, overall, I really enjoyed the combat for this one. The giant crabs were greatly entertaining. I don't believe I've gotten to fight giant crabs before. I would like to fight more giant marine animals. Yeah, that would always be good.
Now he's gonna throw bunny slugs at us. Thanks.
Sweet.
I haven't drawn any bunnies yet.
Bunny slugs.
I'll let you know.
By the way,
bunny
it looks like people are voting to open the eastern gate for the emergency response force of Templars. If you go to join our Discord and go to council voting in the Freistadt category, you can weigh in with a react.
I voted in on that one because I'm a doctor. That's what I do. Yeah, I liked also the fact that me being a doctor got a nice response from the world. Is that people are like, "Oh shit, you can help people." And it's like, all right, cool. I feel kind of a little more interconnected with the world. So I like that a lot. The thing I didn't like is it's kind of like what I believe it was Pat said that about the timing. There wasn't people talked about something needed to be done quickly, but there was no sense of urgency in how the game was being portrayed. We didn't feel like if we didn't get back to the district, quickly, that we were going to be annihilated by the super fuck storm outside, which doesn't work with my real experience being in a massive storm hitting a city.
Yeah, you're like, oh shit, I need to get
goddamn
inside.
minds, they'll be, and it doesn't even have to be dangerous. It can be there's gonna be a light sheet of ice, and just everybody running in circles and attacking grocery stores. because people are dumb, panicky, stupid animals, as I've said.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, that was fairly minor, and I may have missed some of your description because my muscle relaxants hit me pretty hard there in like the middle of the adventure, and I zoned out for a while. Sorry about that. Meds are a bitch. What I'd like to see more of is just more of that interconnection with the world, building actual connections, so that like if another adventure wants to deal with the alchemist, they might call me in for a one shot there to help them build something. Like I like the way the West Marches style is shaping up right now. So that's what I want to see more of. That and giant crabs. I want more giant shellfish.
Excellent.
Let us have a giant lobster assassin.
But probably in a different context than you.
Yeah. And okay, anything else, or are we on to Dark Prince?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
All right, Dark Prince, hit me with it. Favorite is favorite. We want to see more of.
Okay. To start with the bad, because I have a lot more good than bad. I have to agree with the lack of urgency for the storm.
Mm-hmm.
The way some I was also expecting to at least a bit of fighting once we got to the back to the tea house after the bit of description about Hime having been dealing with splooges and would-be looters. I was expecting to have come in at least on the tail end of that.
Have at least some action going on.
Yeah. I'm honestly that's all I can really think of as problems I had with you, but things or the way the game went, but things that I would I liked. The crabs were incredibly amusing, especially 12-sided trying to ride one.
That was epic.
Succeeded in riding one.
Yes. And then fell through the bridge into the river. But I very much enjoy having a GM that lets the players do all kinds of just weird things, whatever comes into their heads within reason. I liked the swap between, we had the crabs, we had the slooges, we had some thugs with the guard. We had a variety of different things going on as we were going through the city. Even without the urgency of the storm, it felt like a lot of things were going on all together, even though it didn't seem like we were on much of a time crunch.
Yeah.
For the future, I'm excited to see more of the city, see the different districts, with the boats looking like the center district with the big ass blue fire going on. Schmeitku district is going to be opened up with a bunch of
it's 3-2 right now, and we had 13 total votes on our first one, so that could just be the initial phase.
Okay.
And I know there's someone who's like, general policy is like, is it a faction that isn't the Chartists? Fuck them. So okay. I think they're not awake right now, so they might slam that X. But yeah, anybody who's, again, in Twitch, if you join Discord, you can go to the council voting category, and anyone can come drop a react and help decide what does first Peter Hare Ginslinger takes the stand, but then how do people vote?
Well,
and maybe even be a player.
Yeah.
I'm excited to go out into the city and meet more of the NPCs and maybe have like a for lack of a better comparison, like a BioWare style thing where you have your different characters added to the roster that you see on an almost daily basis, like bringing more people back to the tea house and.
If you're tired of my stupid face,
basically,
consider joining.
this big ass building is going to get filled with people.
Yes, that excites me.
I want to bring more in with the legend of my cooking.
Yeah.
I'm also excited. I'm sure this will come up eventually, but I'm also excited to get more on a more personal note for my characters, Pact and their vengeful ghost sword, and seeing where that goes and how far I'll be willing to have this character go. But with assuming that central district does get opened up, a lot of dead there and some kind of weird blue fire thing, and with my whole ghost themed Hexblade Pact backstory shit. I'm interested in going there. Maybe dealing with any kind of undead uprising, assuming something like that happens.
Yeah.
That's I think that's that's what I got right now.
Nice. Excellent. Thank you so much for your feedback. And
can't wait to see what the spell plague has in store for us.
As you can see, we have lots of art credits. Silky Noir in particular offered some art. Pat did the slooges and lots of other art. You see on the stream.
The crabs
this is
also.
A sketch. Yeah, the crab is her.
More important than the slooges, I did the crabs. Y'all love the crabs. That's me.
So yeah, Pat did a great job. Hopefully, but yeah, so things are going to develop. Please consider coming by and watching the space because we're on to something here. I think there's some cool stuff going down. Some cool people going to be playing some games, and we are probably going to cut now. Even though I was expecting to go all the way to 11, and now we're ending at like 10:36. So that was a quick wrap on my part. I probably should prep more content, but I wasn't sure I went. I had some people with some hard 11 minutes, so I wanted to get us through that fast. But Freistadt is going to run at various times, generally speaking earlier, but sometimes later than the usual 8:30 slot. Monday 7 to 11 is going to be the reliable. Every Monday 7 to 11, you're going to have more Freistadt, and that's probably when the votes and stuff are going to get ratcheted forward, and time will advance, in a sense. In tabletop role-playing sense of like what's going on, and then throughout the week there'll be adventures, and people can trade information they've got and locations they have and concerns they've got and where they want to go in both OOC Tavern and ICT House. And I will of course be sending I'll be sending out information through ICT House about other locations you could follow up on and explore. And you can also, like, ideally you can just wander out into the city if you're like, I wonder what's going on in Daku right now. You know, just wander into the docks, go up to the canals, find out what's going on. There's a very cool character, Loyip, who I hope you get to go to his pontoon palais sooner than later. But there's some interesting river bowls living in the city. And
at me if you want to talk to me, because I do not check anything regularly at all. Yes, anything.
But there's lots going on, and if you're interested in playing this game, go to the Discord, check it out. We have a whole roster schedule, and we are going to be figuring that out. So if anybody is interested, by all means, drop by the Discord. And, one thing I probably should have mentioned, everybody got 1 XP, and in this system, you reach level 4 at 2 XP. So, then you drop back to 0 so that you don't have to be subtracting all the time. So, I will just be sure that everybody got their XP. But yeah, thank you all for coming through, and I will be certain to be around for any questions you might have in the Discord. But for now, peace.
Bye.
Out.